and a kill by James Wheeler.
Blocked by Castaneri at the net.
Hamilton rips it and a kill for the Cavaliers.
Klemeyer on the vicious attack, passed around. Big overhand, nod by Sasha Rudich and Maddie Williams.
And a creative celebration dance by the Lake Travis bench.
Going everywhere here tonight for the Cavaliers. Real on the serve, everybody scrambling. And
fake to the middle. Here comes Klemeyer around the bend. Here comes McKenna Eklund with the kill on the right side of the net.
They are fun to watch.
Point for the Cavaliers. Let's go.
This is Lake Travis Lady Cavaliers volleyball on KMAX.
We got that.
The undisputed leader in
Cavaliers! Cavaliers! You are listening to Lake Travis Cavalier Volleyball on KMAX Sports, and do we have a doozy for you here tonight? Lake Travis hosting Westlake in the Battle of the Lakes. It is a jam-packed house here in the Cav Dome.
Let's go.
Mike Dimblett with you here, joined by Bobby Jones.
Yes, sir.
Photogenic and happy to take photos of Bobby Jones. We got a
Social
great
media.
matchup here tonight between these two squads, both gunning for a district title.
Absolutely.
And you can tell the look in both of their eyes that everybody's come here to play today.
Absolutely. The energy in the gym right now is not only infectious, it's it's getting to a peak roar. When Westlake was warming up, the intensity was there, the focus was there, the eyes are there. Lake Travis is warming up. The verticals are about 2 to 3 inches higher, getting off the floor, Mike. These girls are bouncing. They're levitating. They definitely came to play tonight, brother.
And, tonight is just volleyball. This is as big of a matchup for these kids as anybody for this program, for this school. And it falls on the anniversary of 17 years ago, up 9/11, a historic event that these kids didn't get to witness it. And they've grown up in this era where life has since changed, since the entire world looked around and saw the devastation in New York City. And one of our own, Keely Hamilton, was born on that day when the Twin Towers fell.
Wow.
And a happy birthday, Keely.
Wow.
Great kid for this program. And we're getting our warm-ups out here, working the middles, working the outside. And so we are getting warmed up here as Lake Travis taking on Westlake. This is the first matchup of, a 2-round battle between two prize fighters. And, these two teams are pretty similar. You got a lot of hitters. You got some good middles.
Mm-hmm.
Your star players are kind of made up of the same kind of stuff. And, as I look for this, and we can maybe go into our 3 keys for this, but, Lake Travis blocking exceptionally well. And not just, you block and deny. It's you get a tip there, you take that ball off course, a little off speed, and pump it right into the system.
Yeah. What we've seen the last couple of weeks, Mike, is on the blocking. You've got ladies on the front line for Lake Travis who can block single block, they can block double block. They have great footwork. They've got good size. They get up and down quick. Cassidy Erie is one of the fastest jumpers I've seen in a long time. Look, I've seen her in the sand and I've seen her on indoor. That kid gets up and down very quick. So it's gonna test the Westlake hitters to see if the Westlake hitters can not only keep their hitting elbow up, get up tall, reach max reach, and also make the right shot around this big Lake Travis blocking system, and the fantastic defense of Kelsey Cohen and Taylor Rio, some of these kids in the back line that are straight digging butter, 3 times out of 4. It looks real good.
And we want to give a shout-out to our sponsors of this broadcast, Capital Title and Keller Williams Realty, bringing you Lake Travis Cavalier Volleyball on KMAX Sports and Vype Media. Again, thank you to, we've got Merle Bertrand and Suna Venkat, our QAs and producers back at the KMAX studios, keeping an eye on us.
Yes, sir.
And we certainly appreciate their work for us here at the network. And Cavaliers getting warmed up here. We're courtside in the Cav Dome. It is a packed house on the LT side.
Absolutely.
Not so much on the Westlake side. I don't know. Maybe they don't want this match as much as we do. Maybe they don't care as much. I don't know. I would have thought big match like this, and maybe they don't. Maybe they don't think it's going to be a game.
Maybe they don't think it's a big match.
I don't know. But the response from LT out here tonight, that's packed gym. Everybody's here for this.
Absolutely, man. And listen, these girls aren't just getting the job done. They're not just being technical, but they're getting the job done with a lot of fire, a lot of energy, and man, it's fun to watch. Even if, we've watched the Lady Cavs drop sets, and it's a heartbreaker, but it's still good volleyball to watch. It's still fun to watch. And when you put them up against the test, it's like, hey, listen.
And, well, hey, why don't we have, and we are also joined here by Chuck Licata, owner
What's happening?
President of K-Max Sports.
What's
joining us here. He's right behind us, and it's like, we got to get Chuck a mic here. How's it going, Chuck?
Well, I'm behind. I'm behind the A team. I'm just sitting behind.
Hey, we're
behind the A team. Hey, man, I am thrilled to be here. It's a good chance to kind of just sit and watch and learn. I've told Thomas Jones from the Austin American Statesman, and I've told Patrick Hansen, I've told a few others, my prediction is Lake Travis in 4. And I'll tell you why. As much as Westlake has developed a lot since the Pearland tournament when I saw them, and, of course, they have Coach Lara Quente, who's new to the program, and she's done a great job changing the atmosphere up a little bit over there. I think that Lake Travis has seen enough, has been through enough. The girls that are out in the court right now know that this match can be a big step up for this program. It's about time to take it for Lake Travis, and I think that the combination of the experience and of the chemistry puts Lake Travis, gives them the victory tonight.
And it's time for a new day. This has been a program when these two teams have met. Lake Travis has lost the last 11 district matches. They won a preseason tournament. They gave them a great fight on the road, and a really tough match went right down to the wire at the very last point. And, that kind of stuff that keeps you hungry, that getting close but almost getting there. I mean, the momentum from this program for the last 3 years has all been geared towards let's go get this.
Right.
Yeah, they've had a chip on their shoulder. I was actually in the gym last year when we lost in 5. An exhausted team. They had been on the road a bunch. They played a lot of 5-setters, and they were tired. So I think Mike is right. I think they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. But here's one thing that has been the X factor that we've seen so far in about 12, 13, 14, 15 matches worth of volleyball. The belief in togetherness. This team is definitely believing this year, and that's where you see them being able to reach deep into that bag when the points do get tight, and they're able to pull off some fantastic plays late in the 4th, late in the 5th.
Now, here's what's going to happen. Westlake's going to make some plays tonight because they're a great team. You got a lot of good hitters. They're going to come out and make points, and what Lake Travis has to avoid is sinking when that happens.
Right.
When somebody comes out with a big hit, you respond the other way, or you at least stay calm so that when your run comes, man, you're ready to attack. And it's going to happen, but how this team responds is going to be the biggest factor as to who wins this game.
Well, and that's what all three of us have said, in various times. This is a game of momentum, and the momentum can shift, on a dime. And it's just you got to be able to handle it. You got to be able to adjust. And the team that has the mental forthwith to, just keep digging itself out and do it quickly is the team that's going to win it.
Amen to that.
And our team's getting our final serves out there. Again, thank you to our sponsors to this
broadcast,
broadcast,
go.
Capital Title and Keller Williams Realty. Chuck, you got anything else you want to add to this?
No, I was gonna ask you. You're close to the players and stuff. Well, what is it with this group that can get them the victory tonight?
So a second ago I talked about togetherness. 6 or 7 of these kids went with us to Hermosa Beach, California for the National Beach Volleyball Championships America in July. I saw a bond form between some of the core of this group that supersedes their friendship on social media, their friendship here on the court, what I've seen in practices. Their friendship is deep, and that's the backbone that you need to really get through those tough moments, and we've seen it. Tonight it's going to be put under the test, don't get me wrong, but I have faith in it, and like you, I look for a close LT victory in 5.
It takes a village to make a program great. It's not just your coaches, it's not just your players, it's your parents, your managers, administrators, club coaches, beach coaches. And even the broadcaster over here just give me a little nudge every once in a while. Just say, hey, you guys are good. And I mean, that's what our purpose is here, is to try to lift this team up and let them know about the great things that they do on and off the court that don't just make you an athlete, a student athlete, and a human being. And that has grown in 4 times here for Coach Brandisborn, just developing the program top to bottom to make it the best that it can be. And all the respect to her and this coaching staff.
I'll join you after the first set.
Let's take it here to the national anthem. Let's go Cavaliers. Take it here to the introductions from both teams.
Teachers are the real-life superheroes. They educate, innovate, encourage, and support. Every day they touch the lives of millions of children, and their work and impact extends far beyond the boundaries of the classroom. The Lake Travis volleyball team would like to take this special time to honor the men and women who lend their passion and skills to educating the students in the Lake Travis community. We truly have the best teachers in the state. Love Lake Travis volleyball. Teachers, please stand and be recognized. If you are here, teachers, please stand and be recognized. Let's give it up our teachers. Thank you so much. And we would also like to thank Mayor Days for the wonderful staff dinner.
Yeah, that was good eat.
And now, to announce the visiting team, Westlake High School. We have number 1, Genevieve Perry. Number 2, Brianna Carlson. Number 3, Margaret Newton. Number 5, Madison Brown. Number 6, Julia Savage. Number 7, Brooke Brockman. Number 8, Lexi Verovic. Number 9, Jordan Fredrickson. Number 10, Jada Burkill. Number 11, Eleanor Scott. Number 12, Rory Williams. Number 13, Riley Baptiste. Number 14, Ellie Turner. Number 15, Katie Hashman. Number 16, Katie Campbell. And our head coach, Marcy Larrquinty. Assistant coach, Amanda Yeager, and Amanda Welch.
Welcome to Lake Travis.
And now, for our Lake Travis Lady Sotik and manager Matthew Villagomez, and our little sister, Alana Green. Head coach, Brandon Warren, assistant coaches, Taylor Meyer, David Bourne, and Savannah Derrick.
All right, we're ready to rock here. Lake Travis, Westlake are 3 keys to the ball game. Brought to you by our sponsors, Capital Title and Keller Williams Realty. Blocking, number 1. Lake Travis will win this game if they can win the block battle at the net. Control the net and you win the game. 2, response. How do you respond when things get difficult in this match? Do you lift each other up or do you separate? You play together, you win together, you will be together as champions. And 3, whatever it takes. I mean, if it means diving into the seats to pick up a ball, diving on the floor, giving up a pass to your teammate, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes was actually our one of our football mottos when I played football here 150 years ago.
Wow, you know,
at Lake Travis High School. Whatever it takes. That was one of our mottos. We had a T-shirt with it. But what you really honestly can say as well, in that same vein, is X factor. Are we going to get the plays? Are we going to get the close line, the close line digs with the one arm? Are we going to get that ball run down into the stands? Are we going to get the dig? Is it going to be 2 feet out, or is it going to be perfect back to our setter?
And here we go. Been waiting all weekend for this. I barely slept the last couple of days because, man, this team has been so much fun. We love this team and how they're working. And you just want this win for these kids so bad, knowing how good Westlake has been for the number of years that you know, Al Bennett had the program, you know, one of the premier programs in the state, and it's time for Lake Travis to step up to the table, say it's time to eat.
Well, and Al Bennett, one of the best to ever do it. Not exactly sure how long his tenure was at Westlake. I know it was several generations. Hats off to Al for having a wonderful program there at Westlake High School.
We're about to get the first serve underway.
And here we go. Received here by Wheeler. High pass. Nails here to Abby Watts. Here comes Claymire left side. Cross court diagonal. Set here to the net. Here to the right side for the Chaps. Burkle. Blocks it. Hits here at the broadcast table. Westlake will get on the board first.
Yep.
But a good sequence nonetheless. And, hey, I just got to give you a heads up. It's going to get loud in here. I might not be able to hear you, Bobby.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. We love the energy in the gym. So blessed to be here tonight, brother.
And here we go. Serve receive here by Claymire near side. Good passer to Watts. Sat behind the slide and hit it diagonal out of play. Hitting it back into system.
It's going to be a free
Here's
ball.
The freebie hit by Westlake. Received by Cohen near side. Watts from the center. Big
my
hit!
goodness!
There you go. Sasha the Slayer.
Sasha the Slayer. Oh, my goodness. Way to light the gym up, Sasha.
That's an energy play right there.
One-footed slide. She contacted nice at the peak of her jump. Came through on that slide motion with a big drive knee and slung it across dead middle of that court. Undiggable.
And Claymire on the serve, tied up at 1 here in set 1. A set here to the outside. Hashman on the attack, cuts it, cuts the top of the tape. A good, that was a good hit.
Okay.
Happened to catch the net, which kind of stopped Lake Travis being able to get
it.
it.
The setter pushed her out just a little bit onto her hitting side arm. She had to over-rotate, got a little sharper angle, clipped the top of the tape.
And here we go. Hashman going to be on the serve. Sends it diagonal. Claymire pass to the net. Watts
dump.
For it.
Nice
Budic
shot.
It. Kind of out of system. Burkle here from the right side off the block. Watts up in the air. Cohen here near side. Here comes Jams.
Okay. All right.
Block back
in
system.
By LT. It's going to be a back set.
Maddie hits it.
Nice
rip. Pass. Here we go.
And how are we going to do it?
Back and forth. Watts keep it up with one hand.
Great rally.
Respond. It's a point for Westlake, but hey, great sequence.
Great rally. This Westlake team is just as big on the net, so the Lake Travis Lady Cavaliers have to be cautious.
And it's going to be Hashman, sends it diagonal from the near side of the floor side set. Here comes Jams! And a kill for Jams Wheeler.
Down the
Pump
line.
up the Jams!
Pump up the Jams, Mike says. She turned that thing cross-body and pegged the line defender. Undefensible, my friend.
We're going to be the energy here tonight. It's just an amazing environment here in the Cav Dome. We've got JV kids on the floor for Westlake, so we got to tell them to step off. Same for Lake Travis.
Okay.
Can't be on the floor, and I think it's a good emphasis. 2-3, Cavaliers down 1 here on the service. Kelsey Cohen, knuckler here to the middle. Spun here to the net. Hit the outside, Burkle with a tip and short of the net.
Listen, I like what they're doing on the backside right now. They're getting big in front of Burkle. She could be a big factor, but they're mitigating her by kind of making her take a second look. She's getting the ball a little out of system. She's not delivering 2 of the last 3.
Here we go, 3-3. Cavaliers tied and set 1. And
Cohen! Dialing up the ace, my friend. That was good volleyball.
Cohen
for
this year for the Cavaliers with now 12 aces, and she launches again. Here's
little
near
tight
side,
as well.
set all the way across the floor, rise. Cohen diving for it, but good effort.
Almost dug her own play right there, Mike. That kid's got a nose for the ball. I'm envious of it. I don't dig the ball as well as she does. I'm just tell you the truth right now. Kelsey Cohen has a nose for the ball.
She is great player. 4-4. It's going to be Riley Baptiste on the serve. Received by Cohen, far side of the floor. Here for LT. Watts puts it up in the air. Maddie with a drop.
Okay.
Covered up by Burkle from the right side. Passed around here to the left side. Rising as Campbell and sneaks inside the line. Diagonal at that'd be the left back, if I'm right. Yep, that'd be the left back area. Hey, good play by that kid.
Listen.
Serve receive here by Claymire. Could pass. Watts! One touch.
There
you go.
She got it.
Abby Watts.
Let me tell you
the
something.
rabbit out of the hat there.
She does it once a match, twice a match. She kills it 100% of the time.
And
5 of the last 6. I don't know if I've ever seen one get done.
At a 37 point. I don't know if that number correlates, but 37.5% of any attacks converted as kills. Here comes Carson Hempel in the ball game. Passed around. Westlake kind of out of system. That's not even going to clear the net.
Hey, that's a big play for Lake Travis. Let's go ahead and use that momentum. We got Keely Hamilton, number 9, in on the left side.
Here we go.
Cassidy Erie in our front rotation. This is going to be the one that challenges Westlake to see if they can get past the big wall of Cassidy.
Serve receive. Campbell to rise and fire, and it cuts the seam from the left side of the net here to the left side of Lake Travis, and 6-6. Tied up here in set 1.
Our 2 blockers on that right side. Cassidy's got to get her nose to the ball. She's got to line up on that hitter's shoulder and just make sure she seals.
And it's going to be Jordan Fredrickson, the senior setter, left-hander, lobs it over. This one's going to bounce off the basketball, who kept in play by Claymire. Erie with the touch on over. Set here from the middle, high ball, hit right side, and spins it through.
Wow.
Hit by Brooke Brockman.
Let me tell you something.
All right.
Jordan Fredrickson, that was a very deceptively good serve, especially to get Kelsey Cohen out of system.
Jordan Fredrickson here on the serve, up 7-6 is Westlake. Westlake sends it on over Cohen with a pass. Hempel puts it back in. Here comes Jams down the right side. Lobs it on over. Passer from the middle of the floor. Hit to the left side by Campbell. Cuts it. Cohen there. The platform dig. Here comes Wheeler.
Jams!
And hits it cross-court diagonal. Set up here on the left side.
Tip.
And there's going to be a drop and a point.
Yeah.
And it'll be Westlake.
So listen,
8-6.
This is where we are right now. We've gotten touches on that right side, that left side of Westlake. The outside hitters have sided out consistently. We are getting tentative. We got to pump up the jam, so they say.
6-8. Cavaliers down 2. You got to find an energy play. Here comes McKenna Eckman with a side. Here comes Keely Hamilton! Happy birthday, Keely!
What? Keely just said, I will step up and deliver a ball if you need me, Lake Travis. She pulled that elbow back. She closed cross-body. That single blocker did not have a chance.
Here we go, 8-7. Cavaliers down 1, and we will have Taylor Rio in on the serve for the Cavaliers. Rio with a baby jump serve, clears the net. In between
serve.
2 Westlake players. Out of system, hit by Campbell right side, dug up by McKenna Eckman. Pass by Cohen behind. Here comes Kristen Claymire. Diagonal, straight up in the air, middle of the court, pass to the left side, the tip, covering, it's McKenna, good hustle. It's left over by Claymire. That's it! Point for the Cavaliers!
Yeah, Kristen Claymire.
Just barely stayed inside the line. Beautiful touch by Claymire.
Claymire looking to the back left corner, aggressive, out of system on the second touch. Amazing court vision.
Rio now on the serve line drive down the line. Just happy birthday back, and it's Erie with the point. Cavaliers respond.
Cassidy Erie showing as much calm and patience on top of that net as I've seen out of any middle this year, brother.
9-8. It's going to be Taylor Rio here on the serve. A little hot baby step serve. And Down the line, pass to the middle of the floor, hit to the left side by Campbell. Campbell tries to cut it, and you shall not pass. 10-8, Cavaliers lead. Here now on a 4-0 run. Rio now off the serve. Great serve down the line at Campbell. They'll go right back to Casey Campbell with a drop, and it catches McKenna Eklund at the right back, just a two steps far back, but I think they're playing deep because you know these hitters are good.
Well, that's a good point. McKenna Eklund is deep, but she's rocked back like she's gotten a big swing down the line. She's got to be able to move forward and be mobile on her toes.
And jump serve here by Margaret Newton. Here comes the set by Eklund. Here comes Claymore off the block. Wipes it for a point for the Cavaliers.
That is how you close the gate, my friends. Kristen Claymire off the ground, takes that right hip, closes it all the way across the body, gets maximum rotation, full whip on the ball, single blocker, not a chance.
And it's going to be Cassidy Erie at her feet, launches it. Ooh, a good save up.
Wonderful
hit on the left side.
pass.
It comes Hashman down the line and too far.
No
Westlake
touch.
kind of starting to slip a little bit here.
Listen, you got Ronnie Kazi up on the net as the up ref. One of the best set of eyes in the business. If he sees no touch, it's no touch. Here we go.
Timeout called. Timeout called. We're going to take a timeout as well. You're listening to Lake Travis Cavalier Volleyball leading 12-9 in set 1. Let's go.
Alive. The mission is to promote and provide the resources, education, and programs needed to eliminate the killing of companion animals. That means more happy pets joining more happy families every single day. In fact, Austin Pets Alive has saved more than 25,000 dogs and cats since 2008, and you can help. Adopt a new family member, help out with a donation, or roll up your sleeves and volunteer. If you have love, time, or money to spare, and we all have at least one of those, you are needed. Visit AustinPetsAlive.com to get started. Austin Pets Alive, helping people help pets.
Follow all the game day action right on our Twitter feed at KMAX Sports.
And out of the timeout, Cavaliers back on the floor. We get the go-ahead. Mike Youngblood with you, Bobby Jones. Here courtside of the Cav Dome. Cavs leading 12-9, and an ace! An ace!
Yes.
For Cassidy Erie, I had to double-check to make sure. Erie this year for the Cavaliers has tallied, how many? She's got now her 12th ace. And Erie on the launch here, up 13-9 here at home. Received by Westlake, hit on the right side, and received by Rio. Middle back, set by Eklund, hit by Hamilton. Rips it down the line, straight up in the air. Go back here to Hashman. Hashman dug up by Erie, back row, contested the net, dug out of the net. Rudic hits it on over.
Nice.
And here's Westlake on the attack. Tap on over, bumped up in the air, contested the net. Hamilton drops it over. Back here on the Westlake side, set, hit on over. Blocked! Blocked! It is a block party! And when you come into Lake Travis, welcome to Block City!
Wow, man, you call her Sasha the Slayer for a reason, brother. She was trolling that net the entire way. Left, right, great footwork. 2 or 3 different touches on that play.
14-9, Cavaliers lead 5. Hit to the outside, Hashman being attacked. Lobbed up in the air, put up by McKenna Eklund. Erie passes here to the left side. Claymire down the line. That was not touched by Westlake. It did spin out here on our near sideline. A point here for Westlake. The Cavaliers lead 14-10, and it's just the momentum and the emotion on this side is so strong for Lake Travis.
Yeah, Mike, they're playing very together volleyball right now. The passes are on point.
And there's a service lead by Claymire, set by McKenna Eklund, hit by Rudic, hit back to Rudic. Rio's going to pass it here out of play. Here comes the freebie hit by Claymire inside the antenna near side.
Great free ball down the line.
On the right side. Blocked!
Oh!
Denied!
Oh!
Is that Claymire or Rudic on that one? We're so close to the net.
That was Claymire with a solo block back down into midcourt about the 15-foot line, man. She got excited after that one.
And here we go, 15-10. It's going to be Abby Watts on the serve at her feet. A floater. Passed around, hit to the right side. Hit launched high. Cohen straight up in the air, middle of the floor. Watts sends it back to the left side. Blocked back. And Cohen nearly there to pick up the block back.
Wow.
But hey, good execution. Point for Westlake, 15-11. So Brooke Brockman on the attack.
You just saw Westlake respond with a big play of their own, Mike.
Cavaliers lead 15-10 here in set one. And the battle of the lakes between these two epic squads. Here we go. Serve on by Rory Williams. Received by Claymire. Sasha! Wow. The rise and smack.
Wow. That was a well-timed one-tempo set in the middle, Mike. Abby Watts to Sasha the Slayer. Man, her elbow got high quick. She delivered a quick, potent attack cross-court.
And Claymire from several feet behind the line. Get that high jump spin serve. Receive middle of the floor, deep court. They'll send it on to Hashman with a good swing and a glide at the net. Recovered by Lake Travis. Watts sends it. Maddie gets it once, twice. And now going to be the third one hit by Burke, but clears the net. Picked up by Claymire, middle of the floor. Watts sends it here to James. James gets the kill. The wheeler in the sky keeps on turning.
Wow. What calm volleyball on Lake Travis' side, man.
Right there.
They're literally doing everything that they need to do, and they're getting some of the extra points as well, man.
17-11, Cavaliers lead by 6. And here we go, Claymire here on the line. Ooh, that's a high one. And that's one thing with that kind of serve. You get some great results, and sometimes you're going to hit a little bit too hard. So 17-12, Cavaliers in serve receive. Serving for Westlake is going to be Katie Hashman. Hashman, a sophomore, 5'11 sophomore, sends it here at Jams, a sophomore. Watts, a junior, set! Killed by Rudich in the middle! Wow! The Slayer!
Abby Watts, I've been saying it all season, Abby Watts is one of the best hand setters I've seen in a long time. She goes up to meet that ball with a perfect little ankle hop. She delivers a one-tempo set in the middle. Sasha is as good as anybody at getting that elbow high quick and coming cross-body with a slam that time. Dead middle of Westlake side.
Cohen now here on the serve, sends it long and a little too long, and that's fine. You know, these kids are ripped up and they're staying focused. Yep. But you can tell they want this one.
Yep.
Wow.
You're exactly right.
You know, hey, keep swinging away. And it's going to be Riley Baptiste. I believe her sister Maddie is going to Yale. It's a great volleyball player. Sends it short here at Maddie. Attack line, chops to the net. Oh, kept in. Erie sends it deep. What a shot by Erie. Manages in the air, the matrix, to send it deep at the left back. Nobody there to cover for Westlake, and that's a huge momentum point for the Lake Travis Cavaliers.
Good call on that, Mike. It is a momentum point. When you get a one-handed set and a one-handed push tip back to the back corner in a system like that, man, that is super-duper good volleyball.
And hit to the right side, Burkle. Received by Cohen down the line. Passed across the floor, and it's going to be Claymire from the deep court middle. Pass here, set here to the outside. It comes Burkle, hits it up, received by Claymire, middle of the floor. Here comes Jams on the attack, off the block, recovered by Hashman, middle of the floor. They'll send it back to the left side. Campbell with a drop. Kenna with a cover.
Get up.
Up in the air. They're back and forth here at the net. Eklund in the air. Jams hits it. Back up in the air. Back here to the Westlake side. Set here from the net. And comes the attack by Campbell. Oh, good cover. Almost one arm dug up by Cohen.
Wow.
But hey, they're making Westlake have to work for everything tonight.
Listen, Katie Hashman on the kill right there. She got up, elbows high. Man, big back swing, aggressive swing. That can be a momentum play for Westlake.
19-14, Cavaliers lead in set one and rolling. And it's going to be Jordan Frederickson, the left-hander from our near side. Send it Jams to the far side. Eklund now here. Here comes Keely Hamilton with a big swing. It spins off the block. But here to the outside, hit by Campbell. Let's serve Eklund with a good hustle. Hit it in there by Wheeler. Passed across to Claymire. Claymire sends it mid-floor. Hit big up by Zorvik. That's hit around. Cohen puts it up in the air. Comes Claymire. Claymire gets it past. Claymire with a roll shot for the back row attack. It gets it over 20-14. Cavaliers lead by 6. Wow.
Yeah,
man. Game, isn't it?
Yeah, Mike. Kelsey Cohen in the back row is calm. She came to play. Her eyes are focused. Her sets are on point. Her digs are on point. Another touch by Cohen.
Good save there on the attack. Set up here. They'll hit back to Campbell and off the block. Hamilton and Erie will there to cover. And again, it is happy birthday to Keely Hamilton, born actually on 9/11, and a kid with a great deal of energy, great teammate. I mean, I call her the wild card because she can put her everywhere here.
Yeah.
Because she can put her back row, put her up front, right side, left side.
Yeah.
At the pin.
A true utility player, Mike. She's 5'10", 5'11". She jumps well.
Received by Cohen here on the serve. Here comes Hamilton.
Yes.
And gets the kill in the cut. That kid is really good.
Yes.
I know it's tough because there's a lot of, great players on this team. Everybody's got a part in success, and as long as you buy into that success, the wins will follow and the score will take care of itself. Great job by Keely Hamilton. Serve, receive, and an ace! An ace for the Cavaliers!
Mike, the momentum is definitely rolling our way right now, man. We're up 22-15 on a great Westlake squad. Westlake has done some fantastic things, but Lake Travis has responded, +1.
22-15, Cavaliers lead 7 here in set number 1. Good start thus far. High pass to Frederickson, hit right, blocked! Denied by Sasha Rudich and Kristen Quaymeyer. 23-15, Cavaliers get it. And while we've got a timeout, thank you to Merle Bertrand and Suna Venkat, our QAs and producers back in the KMAX studios. Mike Dunklett, Bobby Jones with you here in set 1 for Lake Travis Cavalier Volleyball.
Yes, sir.
Leading 8 here in set number 1. I'm probably going to lose my voice by the time this thing is done, but
I hear you, man.
I've been here, now it's my 4th season. I've seen this team lose to Westlake too many times where you saw the sadness in those kids' eyes for everything that they tried, that this is a statement game, not only just for district, but around this area that, you want to be king of the hill, it comes through Lake Travis.
Amen to that, Mike. We talked about belief. We talked about blocking. How have we responded to the top 3 cues that you laid out before the game?
23-15. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Capital Title and Keller Williams Realty. And it's 23-15. Erie on the serve. She sends it. And it's going to be another ace. Another ace for Cassidy Erie. Cavaliers not only playing well, dominating right now in step 1. 24-15 potential set point. Erie will tie her shoes. Responsible. Hey, so here we go. 24-15 on the serve. He'll send it here far side. Passed around by Ellie Turner. Back to Hashman. Left side cuts it. Erie. Pass it back. It's going back here to Westlake. Set by Frederickson. Hit by Hashman again. And finds the open area on the floor. And 24-16.
Mike, that last play, Cassidy Erie serving a ball that's difficult to pass. High, fast float serve. And got the dig on the play.
And received by Rio. Set here by Eklund. A quick drop. Blocked and blocked by Genevieve Perry. Here for Westlake, 24-17. 2 straight points for the Chaps. And here we go. Set by Turner. Received by Rio. Good high pass. Eklund sends it out. Drops. Ooh, nearly covered up. Set up here to the outside. Hashman from the middle.
Right, here we go.
Sasha Rudich with the block party, 25-17. Cavaliers take set 1.
Here we go. Mike, you've been talking about it today. How will Lake Travis respond? Westlake has some big hitters. They had some really nice swings on the left side. Outside hitter, Katie Hashman, Casey Campbell, delivering some cross-court bangers. Lake Travis sitting in the pocket, staying calm, doing what they got to do, and siding out at a high percentage.
All right, and we joined Chuck Licata's coming in here at the intermission between sets. All right, Chuck, 25-17. You predicted LT was going to win. I think we felt pretty good about how this team was playing. After you saw that, what did you think?
I'll tell you a couple things that I really liked was the first Westlake timeout came at 12-9. Westlake, Lake Travis comes out, scores an ace, and scores a point to make it 13-9. It is so important. I know you guys have talked about this ad nauseum. When you take a timeout, you have to score the point out of the timeout. Each of the 2 timeouts by Westlake, Lake Travis not only scored a point, but they got an ace. That was huge. Unforced errors.
Wow.
12 for Westlake. 4. And that includes 2 service errors for Lake Travis. Huge factor right there.
Wow.
And out of that first timeout, between the first and second timeout, Westlake outscored them 11-6. and they were all kills.
Wow.
So I mean, they're as you talked about, they're juiced. I mean, you can see the fire in their eyes. They're hungry for this. Hopefully, the first set win doesn't make them content at all, because they got to do the same thing the next 2 times. But just so impressive that first set.
And 100%, Chuck. What you just talked about is game time maturity. We've watched these kids go against low-rated competition, medium-rated competition, a little bit of high competition. Now we're facing Westlake. Not getting down on yourself is just as valuable as not getting too up on yourself as well. Or should I say the other way around?
Yeah,
getting up on yourself is just as valuable, or not doing so is just as valuable as not getting down on yourself when the pressure comes in. I think it's all about what Mike talked about. How are they going to respond?
And we do want to give a shout out again to Capital Title and Keller Williams Realty, bringing you Lake Travis Cavalier Volleyball on KMAX Sports and Vype Media. We're joined by President of KMAX Sports, my good friend Chuck. Man, Chuck, you were literally on the first broadcast that I ever did for Lake Travis, side by side. It's a really cool moment to be here right now in our 4th season. I know you had done it before, but we've been here through all of this, and to get to the end of the line where you're in competition for this kind of game and playing well, hey, we just keep it rolling. This is a special moment tonight here for this Lake Travis team. We'll see if they can finish.
Always special to be with you, my friend. Good luck calling set 2. And again, let's have Lake Travis come out, set the tone in this set early.
Yes.
And be as intense as they were in set 1.
Yes. Amen to that.
So here we go. We are going to head back here to the court. On the floor for the Cavaliers is Kristen Claymeyer. We've got Sasha Rudich, James Wheeler, Cassidy Erie. And I think they're trying to stay focused in. You can just tell, not let any noise from the outside. Kelsey Cohen, James Wheeler, Abby Watts, Maddie Williams. I'm seeing who's going to come out here, but we'll go to set 2. Cavaliers take set 1, 25-17. I'm out of a voice right now.
Hey, man, I know how important this game is to you, but we need you all 5 sets, Mike.
I ain't
you are the spirit. You are the thing.
Whatever it takes, I will be. If I am hoarse to the very end, I will be here, man.
You are definitely the one flying the ship, man. Your timing is fantastic.
Abby Watt's going to be on the serve here for the Cal. I appreciate that. It's a lot of work to try to get to this level. I'm still trying to find all the leaks in these broadcasts and get the call right above everything else. Abby Watt's going to be on the serve here for the Cavaliers. Packed house at the Cav Gnome. Cavaliers leading set 1-0. Watts will launch it here, middle of the floor. High pass up in the air, chasing forward as the setter. Hit by Hashman left side. Too strong.
Nice.
Out of play.
Good pullback by Kelsey Cohen there, knowing her court space, knowing how deep she is, knowing what her responsibilities are, and watching that ball out.
And here we go. Received off the serve, a 1-0 lead for Lake Travis. Tipped on over, saved by Watts. Cohen up in the air. Claymeyer on the attack on the left side. The touch on over. The set by Turner. The bump forearm dig. Hit by Perkle. Hit
nice
back again.
Nice chicken wing cover.
Good block. Coverage at the net. Watts straight up in the air. Cohen pass to left. Here comes Maddie on the right side.
Nice.
Sends it diagonal, right side of the floor. Comes Hashman on the left side. Dug up by Wheeler, deep court. Set, here comes Claymeyer. Blocked back, covered up by Wheeler. Set by Watts. Rudish, just underneath one. Didn't quite get the paintbrush underneath it. But hey, a good volley back and forth. And again, making Westlake work for it.
Absolutely, Mike. You've got 2 talented teams that are digging well and swinging well. You've got great setters on both sides of the floor. Great rally.
1-1. Passed around here on the LT side. Claymeyer on the attack. Spins it across. Set from the middle. And on over. Sidearm. Recovered by Watts near side. Bumped around to the left side. Claymeyer. Blocked back. Saved by Cohen. Rudich passing in the air. Now, the two-handed touch over. They called a double, I think, on Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, they called it a double there. I think she might have got her palms on that one. 2-1, Westlake leading. And like we said, Westlake's going to come out. They're going to have good moments. Can you ride this moment in time and jump to it? Received by Cohen. Set by Watts to the outside. Here comes Chris Claymeyer. Down the line. Punched up in the air. At the net.
Hey!
And net violation called on Westlake.
I got to say, Mike, that was a pure beach roll shot. right side, down the line, nice contact, nice loopy shot, but she put it deep enough in the court, it really challenged the defender to pass that ball up his system.
And here comes the jump serve by Claymire, sent deep court, set, hit on the right side, and you cannot get past Wheeler and Rudich there on the left side. Westlake, they got kids with their arms crossed on the bench. They look displaced.
Ooh.
They look happy right now. I think they know what's about to happen here. 3-2 lead for the Cavaliers. Ahead by 1. Claymire on the attack. Received here near side. Bumped up, hitting the left side. Here comes the strike to tap. And, Watts there to try to cover. That was a great touch there. Who was that? That was Brockman, I think.
I feel like it was Casey Campbell, but I could be wrong.
It's number 7, I think. Or is that? Okay. Whoever it was who made that touch, you're in a really nice play for Westlake.
Yeah, that tip right over the block, right behind the block.
Received by Cohen. Watts passes her to the left side. Wheeler sends it deep, and just a little too strong. And now, again, you're prepared to go 5. If you can go 3, absolutely. But, hey, it is a marathon, not a sprint. Just stay poised. And a 4-3 lead for Westlake. Good set in the middle. Watts, quick Chris Rudich with a quick hit and recovered by Westlake. Sent to the right side by Burkle and into the net. Jada Burkle, kid committed to the University of Memphis. A quiet night for her, as LT, I think, has paid a lot of attention to where she is and not going to let her get in any freebies. 4-4, and going to be a service error. Again, Cavaliers a little revved up. That's fine. Next play.
I think, Mike, right now it's important for us to not try to win it on every single play. It's going to be a chip away at the brick wall, but we got to limit our unforced errors.
And here we go, 5-4, and it's going to be an ace. Claymire laying off it at the last moment, and again, it's all right, respond. This is when you're a coach, so sometimes you want to see this. You want to see how your kids respond to situations like this. And it's a good test for Lake Travis. How do you respond? Received by Claymire. Good pass to Watts. Hit to the outside. Here comes Jams off the block. Thought he was going to have a good chance of that one. Hit on the left side and too strong. Oh, I think the Cavaliers might want to request a review on that.
Yep.
7-4, Cavaliers.
Yep.
Down 3 here in set 2. Pump yourselves up. And it is going to be Fredrickson on the serve, received by Cohen. Claymire puts it up in the air. Here comes Wheeler with a drop, recovered here by Cervic. Hit on the left side, Campbell the drop. Maddie with a punch up with the left hand. Here comes Jams off the block.
Yes, Jams
pump
Wheeler.
up to Jams.
Mike, one thing I love about Jams Wheeler, she's a high percentage hitter. Now, she doesn't terminate the best percentage, but she keeps a pacey ball, inbounds, high contact, and just like that, if she puts on another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% on the end of that swing, she gets a side out because of how high she contacts the ball.
And it's going to be McKenna Eklund on the serve. And received by Fredrickson, sets it here to the left side. Campbell goes diagonal. Cohen there to save it, but it goes in front of the Westlake bench. But here, 8-5. Cavaliers trying to find their groove, and you're going to get pushback. 8-5. I can't always hear you. That's a tough part. It's really tough to hear you. 8-5, received by Claymire. Set by Eklund. Here comes Keely Hamilton through the block.
Nice.
Hamilton on fire tonight.
Keely Hamilton hitting through that block. She aggressive approach to the ball, great footwork to the ball. Too much for the Westlake blocker to handle. There's a lot of heat, blocked down and out of bounds.
And it's going to be Rio on the serve, sends it. Ooh, and an ace for Taylor Rio. She has been on fire off the serve. Wow. What's that, 3 aces tonight?
That's 3 aces, 2 from Cassidy Erie, and 1 from Taylor Rio.
Ooh, and nearly another one. Here comes the hit on over by Hashman, spinner. Eklund with the set. Here comes Keely Hamilton for the right side, a drop shot. Good coverage by Ellie Turner. Fredrickson sends it out here to Hashman. Ooh, Cohen with the diving, taking shots at the net. Blocked by Erie. What a play by the Cavaliers to tie it at 8.
Unbelievable. Woo! Beach volleyball partners to each other. Kelsey Cohen Cassidy Erie. Kelsey with the dig up. Cassidy with the block straight down. That was sick.
8-8. Rio leading a rally here for the Cavaliers.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That dig was unbelievable.
And here we go. Rio line drive, serve sent to that. Turner Fredrickson sets behind. Hit on over. Cohen keeps it up in the hand, overhanded. Claymire bumps it here. A roll shot there on the third freebie. Cross court. Here comes Hashman on the dive. Cohen with the dig. And a violation going to be called on Lake Travis at the net. But Cohen just, I don't want to undersell it or oversell it. She is as tough as nails back there. 9-8. Westlake in the lead. Set by Eklund here left side. Claymire with some rip. Ripped it back and the block back again. Set by Fredrickson. They'll send to the outside of Hashman. Covered up close to the net. Eklund here the right side. Keeling Hamilton down the line. Covered up by Turner. Fredrickson here to the outside. Hit too strong. Too strong by Brennan Harrelson. The right side, 6'1" junior. And we're tied up at 9 in set 2. Cavaliers leading 1-0.
Yeah, that last play, Mike, Cassidy Erie getting net, but coming back with some great net troll right there.
Oh, that's an ace for Erie.
That is an ace.
That's an ace for Erie.
That is an ace.
I mean, Cavaliers have gotten so much better dangerously on the serve since from year one from Coach Warren to now. I mean, this is so much better a serving team. As far as it could be too. As I say that since it's long, but the spirit of that is the serve for Lake Travis. They've done a great job of taking teams out of system just from that point. And they're seeing the progress through, and it's only going to get better as long as this group continues to work.
I agree, Mike. I agree.
10-10. Here's the receive here by Cohen. Ooh, overpass, drop, and that was going to be Genevieve Perry. Westlake leads 11-10, but staying every bit in stride here with this Chap squad. 11-10. Cavaliers down 1 on the receive. Rio with a good pass here to Eklund straight up in the air. Hamilton hits it cross court. Overpass.
Yes.
Punches at the net. Rudich denies it. Westlake scrambling. Hit on the third touch short. Good dive by Rio. Set here to the outside. Claymire with the eraser with the left hand. How did she get that over? Hit by Burkle here on the right side. Rio again. Eklund here to the right side. Hamilton off the block. Covered by Campbell. Pass quick close to the net. Off the tip. Cohen up in the air. Eklund here to the left side. Here comes Claymire. Block back. Still up in the air for the Cavaliers. Hit over again by Claymire. Finds the open seam in the floor. Let's go!
What a huge rally, Mike. What a huge rally. Finished off by a crafty play. Mike is looking worn out over here.
No, I quit.
No, you can't.
I'm going all the way.
So much emotion.
Man, you sit through a lot of losses for this squad. You just want to see this group win. Watts here on the serve here near side. Set up here behind. Burkle on the attack off the block. Cohen with the pass. Watts with the set. Maddie Williams on the right side. A high drop in the air. Burkle straight back. Set up here to the left side. Here comes Hashman with the plat. Hit on over and out. That's out.
Oh,
that was a good two-handed pushover by Perry.
That was, Mike, I'm making a note. That's a big momentum-changing play right there.
And Watts here on the serve, up 12-1. Line drive down the line, pass straight up in the air. And it's the attack by Hashman. Cohen straight up in the air. This is going to be overpassed, but still in play. Set, here comes Burkle. Sends it deep and too strong. Man, when you've got Rudich, Williams, Erie, I mean, that's got to get in a hitter's head that, oh my gosh, I got to try to hit past these kids. And I think it's making really Westlake scrambled upstairs because this is a great blocking team at Lake Travis.
Let me tell you something. Whatever the coaching staff at Lake Travis is doing in practice, they are getting it right. The formula that we have right now is the big blockers taking care of business up front, and you've got your defenders really taking care of business in the back row. This team is making the plays where they need to make the plays. It's fantastic ball right now.
The whatever it takes Cavaliers. I mean, our thing is we believe, but I mean, for this group, it's been about whatever it takes. It's been about making that extra time. You know, when we talked to Coach Moran after the loss against Reagan, they're back in the gym the next day to prepare for games like this. All the respect to them. Got some stats here that I'm not going to be able to make sense of, but we've got Chuck Licata in our stats department. We might have to have him drop in on this. Watts here now on the serve for the Cavaliers, up 13-11 in set 2 with a 1-0 lead. And here, why don't we got Chuck's mic on. Receive here by Campbell. Set here from the middle. Here comes Burkle on the attack. Blocked again. You shall not pass. Here on the outside. And
in the middle.
In the air by Watts on the attack. Comes hit on over Williams. Just kind of mishits it. Got a little bit underneath and in front behind the ball, but now 13-12. Chaps down 1. 12-13. Cavaliers up 1. Cohen straight up in the air on the serve receive. Here comes Claymire. Claymire gets it through the block.
Wow.
Going to Houston Baptist next year. And I mean, she's the motor that gets this engine revving.
Wow.
Great leader for this team. 14-12, Cavaliers lead. And launches it. Ellie Turner! Plus the pass in the air. Here comes the third touch. Maddie's the first one. Watts with a set. Riddick! With the kill! Kaboom!
That play could not have come at a better time, Mike. Woo! We needed a big dagger to go and pierce the armor.
15-12. The whatever it takes Cavaliers. Lead by 3. Line drive. Perfect serve by Claymire. Hit to the right side. Perry off balance. Hits it over. Here comes the set by Watts. Claymire with the back row attack. Boom. High dig. Turner passing it around. Burkle hits it right side. Oh, Watts with it. Cohen with the save. Wheeler with the third touch. Set in the air, hit the left side. Campbell cuts it. Cohen with the save. Watts straight up in the air. Comes Claymire. Dropping the net, but a great sequence again. I mean, this gym is rocking right now. (13-15). Westlake is down 2 in set 2. Genevieve Perry going to be on the serve for the Chaps. Way from the outside, the left side of the court. She'll step on over. Cross toward diagonal. That is a out service error. 16-13. Cavaliers leading. Cavaliers leading in set 2 against Westlake. Cohen here on the serve. Lobs it deep. Received by Hashman. Set in the air. Tries to send it on over. Straight up in the air by Erie on the first touch. Madison Williams. Big hit on the right side. Sends it back to the left side here. Campbell with a big rip. Ooh! Saved by Cohen everywhere tonight. Jams hits it down the left side. Turner here to the right side. Burkle hits it right. Saved by Claymire. Watts there to touch it over on the second touch. Back to the other way. And jousted. Hit once, twice. Now the third one by Cohen.
Nice.
Still live. Set from the middle. Hit on the outside. Campbell off the block. And here comes Watts. And that's going to be overpass. Wheeler reaching for it. Everybody reaching for it. Good effort. Good effort. Good effort.
Mike,
great effort.
This is one of the most exciting games I have ever seen, not just this year, any year. These rallies are Division I level, amazing rallies.
16-14 at Cavaliers. Lead by 2. Westlake on the serve. It's going to be Jordan Fredrickson here for the Chaps. Launches across court. Too strong. Good layoff there by Kelsey Cohen, who is in the zone right now for the Cavaliers.
Mike, I'm so impressed with the level of touches and the level of ball read that Kelsey Cohen is displaying right now. She's absolutely keeping these rallies alive. Her touches are fantastic.
And it's going to be McKenna Eklund. She's got 1 ace on the year here off the serve. Received by Westlake. Set by Fredrickson. Hit by Campbell. Drops recovered by Eklund at right back. Hit to the left side. Jams off the block. Recovered. Cohen keeps it up in the air. Wheeler hit with the third shot at her feet. And Turner here from the middle of the floor sets it on up here to Campbell. Cohen there to pick it up again. Overhand and hit on the right side by Brennan Harrelson. That ball overpassed. And a good swing up high on the right side. 17-15 Cavaliers lead by 2. Wow. We're going to have a heart attack here because this has been the best game so far that I've ever gotten to see. This is just electric, and this is what we do this for. is for moments like this. Timeout. We want to give a thank you to Capital Title and Keller Williams Realty for proud sponsors of Lake Travis Cavalier Volleyball. Chuck, you got anything you want to drop in on?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a close match, and Lake Travis still has a 2-point lead. The one noticeable thing on Lake Travis side, they've got 9 unforced errors in this match, and obviously that run started early in the match too. So they had 4 unforced errors in the first set alone, but they've got 9 already in the second set. Little bit of the difference, but obviously not enough that they're still leading by 2.
And I want to plug one segment we're going to do after this set. It's called Cavs in College. We'll give you an update on some of the Cavaliers playing in NCAA volleyball. Give our thoughts on each, and we'll have that between sets. So, once set 2 ends, don't go anywhere, folks. Check out your screen here at KMAX Sports. And Campbell going to be on the serve receive by Wheeler. Pass by Eklund here left side. Here comes Hamilton off the block. Deep court. Frederickson sends it here to the outside. Big rip. Blocked by Erie and Wheeler. Hit the left side. Here comes Hashman with a drop. Covered up by Eklund. They cannot get it over the blockers. Here comes Wheeler from the attack line. Too strong. And that'll be a point for Westlake. 17-16. A little pushback here for the Chaps.
Mike, I think you're going to start seeing fitness and conditioning, breathing become a factor here. These girls are playing top-notch right now, and they're playing at the best of their abilities every single.
Oh my God! Hamilton with a rip on the left side. The gym went silent as Hamilton soared through the air and hit that ball pretty hard. 18-16.
And was that Keely Hamilton, sir?
Yeah, that was
an absolute blister.
Ooh, Rio with an ace! Rio, like a deck of cards, never runs out of aces.
Ooh. Keely Hamilton knocking the absolute leather off the ball just now, Mike. Unbelievable swing.
And Rio with a good low serve. Hit and round. Here comes the third touch by Hashman off the block. Erie keeps it up after the tip. Eklund sends it here. Claymeyer, tip on over, recovers the block back. They'll send it back. Here comes Hamilton off 1 foot. And somehow Keely Hamilton got that one through.
Keely Hamilton demonstrating some Matrix-esque moves right there, Mike, to levitate and find the creases to deliver that kill.
Whatever it takes. 20-16. Overpassed. Here comes the transition opportunity. Eklund's quick set. Bump over by Erie. And set by Frederickson. Tip on over by Hashman.
Yep.
Cohen bumps it here to the left side. Here comes Claymeyer. Blocked back. And it's out of bounds. That is a Lake Travis Cavalier point.
Claymeyer hitting everything in system. She's getting her feet to the ball really well tonight, Mike. You can see the intensity in her eyes. She wants this match.
21-16. Cavaliers lead through 2. Lead 1 set to none. Rio. Floater. Oh, boy, that was a low receive. Hit on the left side. Hashman tips it deep. Rio with a pass. Eklund with a set. Here comes Claymeyer around the bend. And a kill for Kristen Claymeyer, the senior leader. This kid has got as big a heart as anybody in a fire that you cannot match. 22-16. Cavaliers lead.
Listen, Mike, you talked about the tough loss last year. I was in the gym when that happened. I watched Kristen Claymeyer's face. Listen, she's a beach kid. She plays for me. I've seen her on her ups. I've seen her on her downs. But when I saw her face at the end of that 5th set, the sadness, the true emotion on that kid's face was heartbreaking. It was heart-wrenching. So what you're seeing now is a year later, a kid who's sad about that moment, thought about that moment. She came to play, man.
I think about Maddie Williams a lot. Like when Maddie was devastated after that loss against Westlake last year. Was not entirely her fault. You win as a team, you lose as a team. But talking to her mom a bit, and you just understand that these kids. I mean, when you're in high school sports, this is your world, and this is everything that matters. And chipping away at this, at the Westlake Spirit. 22-16, a 6-point lead for the Cavaliers. And here we go. Rio on the serve. Good send-up. Received. Hit on the right side. A high lob on over here by Harrelson, set by Eklund to the outside. Claymire sends it up, punched in the air, and it's going to go right to the Westlake. That's going to 23-16. We are proud of this kid and this team.
Kristen Claymire having a career night. Though her percentages are a touch low, she's keeping balls in play when it really, really matters, Mike.
23-16. Cavaliers lead by 7 here in set 2. Rio going to bounce it on a great rally here for the Cavaliers. Received by Ellie Turner. Going to be overpassed. Claymire! With the drop down. The happy birthday, the old broadcast partner used to say, the birthday cake right to you, Claymire, there to cash in on payday. 24-16, line drive, serve, once, twice. Now the third touch over. Attack chance for the Cavaliers. Akron with the set. Erie with the kill! Yes! Takes set 2!
Yes!
25-16. Get some hand slaps here for Coach Jones. Woo! That's a proud guy right here. Proud guy right here. 25-16. And wow. Cavaliers lead 2 sets to none. And well, I mean, we're going to pause this for a second because this is something I think this is important. I've talked about it on other broadcasts and say, hey, we're going to make this happen tonight. So welcome, folks, if you'll tune attention to your screen there at KMAX Sports. This is our Cavs in College segment where we take a look at some past Cavaliers still out playing NCAA volleyball. We'll give a shout out to Audrey Scrafford. If you bring it up full screen here, a senior outside hitter for University of Chicago, averaging about 3 kills per set. Has played about 6 out of 8 matches this year. They're going to play Illinois Westland tonight. Shout out to Leah Mulkey, one of the best LTV ballers ever. A sophomore at Old Miss and a redshirt sophomore. Tearing it up for Old Miss right now, averaging 2 kills a set. Started 9 of 10 matches, has led the teams in digs recently. And they're playing Memphis tonight, and that's on the SEC network. So, you know, if you're at home right now and want to pop on a volleyball match while you're listening to this, watch Leah Mulkey. And a shout out to Skylar Besh, a 5'9" setter for Northwestern State, where I have a lot of friends at.
Nice.
They're 4-4 right now. She's started each of their 8 matches, averaging 9 assists per set. And the Demons traveling to Oklahoma this weekend. That game's going to be on TV. From what I understand, they'll play Oklahoma and Texas A&M. So if you want to watch Skylar Besh take on Oklahoma and Texas A&M, hey, you know, all the respect to the kid. It's a good spot for her. And a lot of Texas kids on that Demon roster, including one from Buda, New Braunfels. I don't even know if I'm still saying that right, but hey, anyway, Chuck.
New Braunfels. You're okay. You're
I'm
okay.
from Iowa. You got to excuse me when
That's
I don't
okay,
understand
man.
some of this.
That's all right. Good to have you here tonight. Hey, couple of things. An 8-0 run to end the set. They're up 18-16 after a kill, and then a big ace for Lake Travis makes it 19-16. They took control from there. They had 6 consecutive kills, 4 of them obviously in a row, nonetheless, by Kristen Claymire. Westlake has taken 4 timeouts in the 2 sets tonight. Lake Travis has scored the point 3 times out of 4 out of that timeout. Huge momentum dig right there.
That's from our sports information department, Chuck Licata, president of KMAX Sports, dropping in.
Yes, sir. Chuck,
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, man, that's great feedback. Keeping an eye on the points scored after the timeout. That's big. That's an insider's key secret because when you do take a well-timed timeout and then you score the point thereafter, you get a good neurological response to them taking timeouts.
Good call.
Are we too loud? Just down a little bit. What? It's all here. We got to thank the sponsors of our broadcast, Capital Title and Keller Williams Realty, proud sponsors of Lake Travis Cavalier Volleyball on KMAX Sports. Cavaliers taking set 2, 25-16, after taking set number 1, 25-17. Not only winning this, dominating this matchup tonight. We'll see if Westlake's got some pushback here in set 2. I love this. Listen. I was trying to figure out which arm I was supposed to use. Do I use the left? Do I use the right? Bobby Jones gets some photos of us. You have to, like, send me some of these. You're taking these photos and not sharing any of them with me. But 25-16 Cavaliers. It's still focused. I know it's great now. You're up 2-0, but, hey, next point's the one that's most important. 25-16 Cavaliers lead sets 1 and 2. And here comes Watts on the side. Here comes Rudic with big overhand. Overhand dig up there by Turner. Pass behind. Burkle sends it deep. And hits on over. Here's the send up. Maddie Williams off the block. Turner there to cover. Left back. Set up hit. Big overhand by Genevieve Perry. And again, this is going to be tough every step of the way. Stay at point by point. We get our KMAX Sports Scoreboard updated around the bend here. We're Bobby Jones. My name is Mike Youngblood. If you're just getting familiar with me, yeah, I'm very loud. Cohen with the serve receive set here by Watts. Hit by Claymire. Claymire through the box. What an attack by Kristen Claymire.
That last middle swing by Genevieve, number 1, their middle, was gangster. That was as high of a contact as I've seen all night tonight. But Kristen Claymire coming right back with a gorgeous side-out play in the middle.
Great serve by Claymire. They'll have to pass this one to the far side. Hit diagonal by Hashman, set by Watts. Up in the air. Here comes the kill. Jams gets it over. Set through on the left side. Hashman with a good footwork. Step to the net and hit on over. Yeah, good feet over there. She's done a pretty nice job on each approach to the net.
Yeah, Katie Hashman, she's getting her feet to the ball well. She's step closing to the ball, which means that last quick step that you get attacking the ball. She's doing that extremely well.
And here we go. Serve receive here by Claymire. Hit and Rudic into the net. It is now 3-1. Westlake leads set number 3, but Cavaliers lead 2-0. Now this team just got that chip. They want to go get it. We'll see how they respond. Cohen with a good pass. We're right there to Watts. Here comes a strike by Maddie Williams. Finds the open floor.
Maddie Wilson has gone down that right side about 4 times tonight, and she hasn't scored yet, though they've been good swings. This is the first uncontested, untouched kill.
Well, Cohen going to be on the serve here for the Cavaliers with the left hand. Sends it deep. Received by Turner. Set up here from the middle of the floor. Here comes a big rise. So kept up in the air. Wheeler kept that one up. Wheeler hits it on over.
Nice.
Turner keeps that one in play. Hit to the left side. Blocked! Block City Cavaliers. 3-3 here in set 3. Wow. Here comes the serve. A little too strong. And a service here will get a point here for Westlake. Cavaliers down 3-4 in set number 3.
Chuck, 3 of their 4 points, 3 of Westlake's 4 points are unforced errors.
And here we go. Received here by Claymire. They send it short. Here comes a strike. Erie hits it hard. Baptiste going to send this one to the Westlake bench. Hit on over here on the third touch somehow. Watts with a block back by Cervic. And here comes Cohen with a pass. Here comes the runner, thrown by Chams. Baptiste straight up in the air. Nickel gets a big kill. Oh, they'll say that one stayed in. Been a quiet night for that kid. Here for Westlake. Jada Burkle, a nice player, and gets a kill on the right side. A 5-3 lead for the Chaps. Received by Cohen. Set by Watts. Hit by Maddie Williams to drop. Covered up by Burkle from the right side. Hit on here to the left side. Campbell tries to drop it. Cavaliers there to cover. Cohen sets up in the air. Here comes Chams. Gets the kill. Pump up the Chams.
Let me tell you something.
I'll never get tired of saying that.
I don't get tired of you saying it, brother. Listen, that low set right there on the left side, it made her speed up. She had a more aggressive approach to the ball and delivered a gorgeous cross-court kill at the defender's feet. That was a down trajectory ball.
5-4, Cavaliers down 1, and Eklund on the serve. Sends it. Oh, and an ace for McKenna Eklund. How did she take the air out of that ball? That thing sank.
Mike, we call that.
That was like a good sinking fastball in baseball. 5-5, Eklund here on the serve, and it's going to be overhit. Cavaliers back in transition, set here by Eklund. Here comes Chams, cross court, high, nearly off the ceiling. Set here to the right side. Perkle with a big swing. One arm save. Cohen keeps it up. Claymire hits it on over here to the near side. Covered up. Turner puts it back into play. The runner thrown deep. Claymire there to keep it deep court. Almost off the basketball court. Cohen's going to send it on the 3-B. Set here from the middle. Hit on the outside. Campbell with a big rip and past the right block there. Eklund there to cover, but just a bit high above her left shoulder that she could not get to that one.
Hey, that's a heads-up play, but it's a environment play. Kristen Claymire's got to know that last ball she passed was about 3 feet out of bounds, and that could have been an easy point to finish the rally.
It was very close. 6-5, Westlake leading and on the serve. Cohen straight up in the air. Eklund here on the left side. Here comes Hamilton. Cuts it.
Got it.
And just a bit too strong. It was over. From my angle, it was just about a couple inches over the line. But that was a good, that's a tough shot to do from that angle, and Hamilton did it with ease. 7-5, Westlake leads here in set 3. Here comes the set. Erie with a deep pass. Touch once, twice, and a kill for Cassidy Erie. Playing top notch here for the Cavaliers. 7-6, Rio back on the serve, and boy, she has been just absolutely, as you would say, electric off the serve for the Cavaliers. Turner hits the left side, hit by Campbell left. And here comes Eklund to set in front of the net. Here comes the strike and a big hit, and it is going to be too strong. They would say that was not off the block. Come on, team. 8-6. Cavaliers down by 2. Campbell sends it on the serve. Eklund with the set. Here comes Hamilton to the right side off the block. Drops down in the middle of the floor out. Can't take Lake. Nobody there to get it for Westlake.
Keely Hamilton having a fantastic night tonight, Mike. Swinging high. She's approaching the ball aggressively, and she's really starting to find the zones to deliver.
And here we go. Set by Frederickson behind. Here comes a strike by Brockman. Set by Eklund. Here comes Hamilton. Gets her feet set. Hits it hard. Deep court. Middle of the floor. Passed up. Here comes the back row attack by Campbell. Saved by Hamilton. Pass by Erie. In position is Claymire. 2 hands. Cuts it inside the attack line. Set up. Hit off balance. Erie with a save. Ooh, Hamilton trying to get the bouncing around ball. 9-7. Again, Westlake with some pushback. There's talent on this team, but Lake Travis holding strong. Cavaliers down 7-9, a 2-point lead in set number 3. Received here by Rio. Set here by Eklund. Playing great tonight. Block back. Hamilton hits it hard, but nobody there to cover. That ball went deep off the block. And a good timeout here by Lake Travis.
Yep.
Hey, we got to take a break. We will send you back here in just a moment. You're listening to Lake Travis Cavalier Volleyball on KMAX Sports.
Sound off. Tell us what you think right here on Twitter at KMAX Sports.
Vype Media is the state's most comprehensive high school sports media outlet covering UIL, private schools. Vype has been in Texas for over a decade. Visit their website at Vype, VYPE-Texas.com. And also pick up your Vype magazine today. Get in the game with Vype Media.
This broadcast and the support of Lake Travis Cavalier Volleyball on KMAX Sports and Vype Media is brought to you by our sponsors, Capital Title and Keller Williams Realty. We're thankful to have our sponsors and the support of this broadcast. We give a big thank you to Capital Title and Keller Williams. Well, let's take you back to the action.
Bobby Jones with me here at KMAX Sports, also joined by Chuck Licata. Cavaliers back on the serve, receive, and Rudich off the block. Here from the middle, set here by Frederickson, here to the right side. Hit hard, block back, once, twice. Chaps playing hard. Hit by Cohen, set by Eklund. Here comes Claymire, and just a bit too strong. Great run there that did not get tipped. She had a great angle to the ball and smacked it, but a little too deep past the end line. Now 11-7, Chaps lead. They'll serve it short, received by Rio, over pass, and a high pass, over hit by Perry. Again, we talked about this pregame. Most moments like this where this was going to happen. They did it against Hayes, like Travis did. They responded. How do you respond here down 5? Sends it short again. Received here by Cohen. Set by Ekman. Here comes Claymire. Through the block.
That's one of my heroes, Stuart Scott, used to say she had no respect on that one.
No respect. No respect for that ball whatsoever.
No respect. Man.
And it's going to be 12-8. Cavaliers down 4 and an ace for Abby Watts.
There is a palpable energy in the gym, Mike. When a big play is made, there is momentum that is shifting from side to side.
And Watts here again on the serve. It kind of grazes the net. Here's the freebie. Put it straight up in the air by Maddie Williams. Brudish reaches over and hit it once, twice. 2 chaps hitting that ball at once. Kind of hugging each other. Here comes Maddie on the slide and off the block. Cavaliers respond.
You get Maddie Williams on the side, running that slide. You catch that blocker moving over late. She swings high hands. Excellent kill by Maddie Williams.
10-12. Cavaliers down 2. Set from the middle. Hit, tip by Perry. Good tip by her. She found the open floor at the middle of the net. Going there to hustle for it. But hey, that's a great play by Westlake. 13-10. 3-point lead for the Chaps. And we will have on the serve here for Westlake. It is Rory Williams. And Rory Williams going to get an ace. And 14-10. Cavaliers respond. Come on. 14-10. Down 4. Serve receive. Rio straight up in the air. Watts trying to save it. And we'll see if Cavaliers make a change. Going to bring in James Wheeler. Rio with a great effort in this match thus far. Now 15-10. We'll get James back in here for the Cavaliers with Brudich and Williams. Set it by Watts. Up in the air. Here comes Kristen Claymire off the block. It's going to go block back on the floor. 16-10. We got this.
What you got right now, Mike, is Westlake fighting to stay alive. They're in survival mode, and they're producing.
Okay, here we go. Cohen up in the air. Watts sits it here left side. Claymire platforms it on over here with 2 hands high. Sets up here. Hits up by Hashman. Cuts it, and that's stuck in. 17-10. And we've got a timeout here by Westlake. Or excuse me, by Lake Travis. 17-10.
Listen, you've got a Lake Travis Cavs team that's clicking on all cylinders first 2 sets. They're getting the close calls. They're getting the close balls, right? Yeah. They're getting the big plays. Right now, this is that time that we've been talking about. This is where they're going, oh, I'm reaching in the tank. It's not there. How do they respond from this moment? Chuck, give us some numbers on what they're doing right now.
Well, and obviously the big one we talked about before, this is now 7 unforced errors by Lake Travis in the set. I mean, it's a 7-point set. There's kind of some difference. Westlake had no aces coming into this set. They've now got 3. That's been a big factor as well. So, they're, but you guys talked about in the pregame. Westlake's a good team. They're going to get their moments. This is definitely a moment right now.
And I wonder if Coach Bourne will go deep into her bench and find somebody who might be a spark for this team at some point in this match. Here comes the set by Watts. Claymire for the back row attack. Trying to avoid the blockers and that kind of skirmish off of her right side. 18-10. Yep. All right.
This is a good coaching move right now. We're going to bring Claymire off. She's been not flawless, but she's been excellent. She needs a rest, okay?
And welcome to the ball game, Arden Biesecker, freshman here for the Cavaliers, a beach partner for Claymire.
Chuck just mentioned somebody coming in off the bench, or one of you guys mentioned somebody coming in off the bench to give a spark. Arden Biesecker could definitely do that.
Here comes the slide to Maddie. Sets it long. Oh, punched across and a kill for Maddie Williams. She's fired up. Cavaliers down 7. Get a lead 2-0.
We got to keep the ball in right now and mount our comeback.
18-11. Serve received here by Hashman. Burkle off 1 foot, cuts it, recovered by Watts. Set here by Cohen. Hit to the right side. Maddie with a big swing in the hammer. Bring the heat.
Oh, my goodness. Maddie Williams saying, you need someone to step up. I'll step up.
Biesecker sends it deep court. Set here from the middle. Big rip by Perry. Recovered by Biesecker. Up in the air. Watts passing across. Here comes Jams off the block. Hit up by Campbell. Deep court. Set here by Hashman. Hit from the left side. Recovered by Biesecker. Set by Watts for the dump. Ooh, good coverage there. Chaps wait. Frederiksen sets it here to Berkeley. Received by Biesecker. Back in play by Maddie Williams.
Gotta get out.
Berkeley with a big hit. All right. Hey, pick it up.
That's good.
Come on,
listen,
all about here.
Listen, that's a heads-up play by the freshman with a hard ball dig. She couldn't quite keep it on our side. We will find our moment to capitalize.
19-12, Cavaliers down 7 here in set 3. Going to have Rudich out on the floor with McKenna Eklund, Abby Watts, Biesecker, Cohen, and Chams. Set up. Here comes Chams here from the left side. Block back. Connor keeps it safe. Westlake celebrating early. Biesecker bumps it here on the 3rd.
Nice.
Here you go. Rory Williams here on the right side. Berkeley sets it to oh, good effort there by Biesecker to dive out, lay out for it. We respect the effort. 20-12. Hey, nothing great never came without some pushback, some challenge, and some adversity. Cavaliers face again here at set 3.
Listen, we see this all the time in beach volleyball. You got a team playing high percentage ball for a full set. Sometimes you got to take a little break, go back and calibrate.
Set here by Watts to the right side. Here comes McKenna Eklund with the first swing tonight. Set here by Rory Williams behind. Berkeley launch sick. Claymeyer, good pass like nails to Watts. Slapped over by Rudich on the 3rd. Ellie Turner bumps into the air to Campbell. Tries to drop it. Cavaliers there to cover. Claymeyer with a second pass. Eklund with the tip. And
nice
recovered
shot
by Berkeley from the right side. Set up here to the left side. Campbell. Campbell up the block. And Watts there to cover. Still fighting through it. 21-12. Good sequence there by the Chaps though. 21-12.
Listen, we got our lull. We got an opportunity to let the energy go their way. We're going to start responding right now and get momentum going into the next set, Mike.
13-21, Cavaliers back on the serve. Down 8, you just got to believe. High serve.
Gorgeous serve.
Middle, set by Williams to the outside. Ooh, oh my Lord. Abby Watts took that one right in the stomach. What happens? You just got to keep fighting. 22-13, Cavaliers behind. And
who was that on that side? Was that Casey Campbell?
I think, yeah, that was Casey Campbell.
That was one hell of a swing down the line by Casey Campbell.
And Riley Baptiste going to try to set her lead serve. Ooh, Erie jousting it back! Hard work looks like luck.
Listen, if it's going to come down to a contest between passing, between the two middles of these two teams, Cassidy Erie's going to win that battle every time.
Great kid. Carson Hempel in the ball game. I know she's probably been hungry to get into this ball game. Let's see what she can do. Hempel with a left hand, line to deep.
Yes!
And almost nearly an ace. Ellie Turner pass it back in. Berkel hits it on over. Cavaliers in transition. Set by Hempel. Hit by Erie. Erie with the kill. Here come the Cavaliers.
Carson Hempel, calm as a bomb, setting Nectar in the middle.
22, 15, and a service error. Hey, keep it going. Now 23-15 in set 3. And an 8-point lead for the Chaps, and it's going to be Jordan Frederickson on the jump serve. Hobson serves it short, received by Cohen, set, and that's hit by Erie. Set deep, that was touched. 23-15, now 24-15. I don't know about that one, but I have to go to the tape to see. Going to be potential set point here for the Chaps. Cavaliers down 9. Passed her by Hempel behind. Here comes Jams down the line and kicks it through. Hit the seam there between the middle and right back. And a point for the Cavaliers. Now 24-16. Cavaliers back on the serve. It's Rio with a hot serve over the net. High pass here on the left side. They send it up to Campbell. Campbell through the block. And maybe towards the pass. Chaps will take set number 3. 25-16. Set 3 goes to Westlake. So, going to have a little break here in between. Here we go. Well, why don't we take just a quick step away here for just a moment. You're listening to Lake Travis Cavalier Volleyball. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
KMAX Sports Network. And this is what we do.
Looking left, throws into the end
zone. Snap again. He hits the turf. And Devon scoops it up. Cameron Wilkins
has it. On the end zone. 10, 5, touchdown. Let us broadcast your team. Send an email to Merle at KMAXSports.com or Chuck at KMAXSports.com to find out how.
Side, he's got blockers in front of him.
10,
Touchdown.
5, touchdown. Yes, sir. It's what we do. And nobody does it better. We are KMAX Sports.
And welcome back here to the broadcast booth here on the sidelines. Mike Youngblood joined here by Chuck Licata. Bobby Jones stepping away here for a little moment to get a breather. And, well, I mean, we talked a little bit about this. We knew Westlake had this in them.
Oh, yeah.
There was going to be a point in this game where they were going to make a run. And now as we go to set 3, or excuse me, to set 4, here's big time, Chuck.
Yeah, it was. And again, I mean, it would have been amazing if this match had been decided in 3 sets. You just really knew that somebody, each team was going to have enough to win at least one. The big thing for Lake Travis in that third set, a couple things. First of all, 9 unforced errors. That didn't help. Westlake has 3 aces all in that third set. And what Clay Meyer did for Lake Travis at the end of the second set, Campbell did for Westlake at the end of the third set. She would not be denied. She just put on an amazing show in that set. She's leads everybody in kills with 13. Look at the total stats by her number so far. Clay Meyer has 11. And Genevieve Perry has really become a major force in the middle in that third set for Westlake. She's got 3 solo blocks and 2 block assists total, and that certainly helped the effort. She had 2 solos and 1 block assist just in that third set alone.
And we're seeing Westlake start to serve short now.
Yes.
They realize that any pass they send deep is going to go right into system. And I think LT, this is something LT used to have to do against Westlake because they didn't quite. That was a very, 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 very talented Westlake teams over the years. So they had to find, the fact that they have to do that to try to generate some offense tells you that, hey, the momentum's still on the LT side. And, you just find the readjustments from the it's just basically being able to take that first pass and get it into system. And Cavaliers figured that out. They're going to take set 4.
Well, if you're an LT fan, what you take out of that last couple points is the fact that they were down 23-15. They scored 2 points, 23-14. They scored 2 points before Westlake could put them out. Got a little bit of momentum back, at least even the needle, if you will, on the momentum. But again, they're up 2-1. If they can grab a big lead here early, they can set the tone, and Westlake will be on, they'll be on the back of their heels because they know they've got to win this entire set as well.
Anybody can step up and be a player here. Watt's going to be the serve to lead off here in the set 4 block, and he's going to be hit on over, cut up straight up in the air by Madden. They're jousting for it. Rudich denies it. Rudich there with the block, solo in the middle, back and forth, and Sasha says, no way, Jose. I don't know if she does say that. It's a possibility. 1-0. Here comes the set. Comes the hit on up here by Genevieve Perry. Cohen with a save. Hit by Clay Meyer with a laser hit.
Wow, there is no denying Clay Meyer tonight. She is on her game. Had a little bit of hitting issues towards the end of set 3, but man, she will not be denied tonight. By the way, kudos to both teams' defenses tonight. We have had some incredible rallies led by both teams' defense.
Burkle tries to put it back in, and going to be another point here for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, Campbell hit it out. Campbell went for the back row return, just tried to put it over the net, but put it too close to the sideline, so unforced error.
3-0 lead here for the Cavaliers. Received by Campbell. Low pass. Frederickson launches up in the air. Off the block here for the Cavaliers. Set by Watts. Hit tipped by Rudich. Hit around. Turner hits it here the right side of Burkle. And, I think that might have been a point for the Chaps, but they called that one out.
Yep.
I think that might have been in, but, we'll take it if you're LT.
Oh, my goodness, we're up 4-0.
I was going to say,
Bobby, maybe you need to go back out there.
That's right, Bobby. See ya.
Bobby, get out of here.
Boys, all
right.
I'm done for the night.
Set here by Williams. Hashman on the right side.
See?
One-arm kick.
See? Bye, Bobby. No, just kidding.
All right, 4-1, Cavaliers lead.
Hey, how long is the cable? Maybe it's a proximity thing.
4-1. Again, Mike Campbell, Bobby Jones, Chuck Licata here courtside of the Cav Dome. We've got the whole team on, rooting for our team, the Lake Travis Cavaliers. Set here by Watts. Big hit by Rudich. A heat-seeking missile of pain. Sasha the Slayer.
What chemistry Abby Watts and Sasha the Slayer demonstrating right there, brother. That's one of the best swings out of the middle I've seen tonight.
5-1 lead here for the Cavaliers in set 4. High serve by Claymire, too far, but back in and focused. 5-2. And it is going to be Riley Baptiste on the serve here for Westlake. 5-2 lead here for the Cavaliers. Ooh, that ball dropping off the table at the very last moment. Claymire thought, like I thought, that ball was going to go deep. And a good serve by Riley Baptiste. It's 5-3 lead here for the Cavaliers. Baptiste knuckler, received by Cohen. Watts, quick set. Here comes James down the line. Oh, they're going to say that was out. No, that's the point for the Cavaliers.
Yes, absolutely. What a huge momentum play right there, brother. James Wheeler closing a crossbody shot down the line.
Bobby, you know, the first broadcast I ever did 17 years ago for baseball, the guy who was managing our station says, "You're never going to make it if you just yell all the time." I said, "Take that." 6-3. And it's going to be blocked around here for the Cavaliers. Erie sets it. Watts right back to Erie. The elevation. 7-3, Cavaliers lead. He didn't say it quite like that, but, you know, he kind of headed to me. It's like, man, he can't scream. And I was like, boy, just love this team. They have fought through everything to try to get to this point and try to finish off a really good Westlake squad. 7-3. Served here, middle of the floor. Right back. Here comes Brooklyn on the attack. Blocked by the Wheeler and Erie wall. Blocked, covered up here by Cohen. Set by Watts behind. Here comes Maddie. Maddie off the block. 8-3. Cavaliers lead by 5, and you can feel it in this gym right now. Can you feel it?
Chuck might be on his way to a correct prediction.
Travis
in the first set.
I certainly wouldn't deny it. I'll tell you, it's an interesting, Bobby, this timeout. Usually it's that 7-point spread that you kind of start thinking about it. And, you know, for Westlake, they're in trouble. They've used one of their timeouts at 8-3. That's so early. If Westlake comes back and they start going back and forth, they've got one timeout to use towards the end of the set. If Lake Travis were to get close and then open up another lead, they're in serious trouble using their timeout this early. But Coach Lara Cuente must feel, okay, the momentum is truly on Lake Travis' side.
Absolutely.
And there we go. Short serve by Cohen, nearly an ace. Saved by Hashman. Hit on the left side. Campbell, the big rip. Good dig up there by Claymire. Set here to the left side. Here comes James. Woo-hoo-hoo. James down the line. 9-3.
Big
Cavaliers
one there.
lead.
And they're 5 timeouts by Westlake. Lake Travis has scored the point 4 times out of that timeout. Huge.
Here comes the serve received by Westlake. Set to the outside. Campbell hits it off the block. Maddie and Erie there to cover, but good rip through. 9-4. Cavaliers lead in set number 4, 2-1. Trying to snap an 11-game district losing streak against what's been an amazing Westlake program for volleyball here in Central Texas. Received by Claymire. Set on up here to James on the left side. High and a bit too strong. But Jam still keeps coming at it. Not afraid.
Yeah, I love the poise that Jam's Wheeler is showing on that outside. Swinging high percentages, high contacts.
Here's the serve receive. Overhead dig. Oops, safe. Watts laying herself out. The one-arm save. This one hit over by Lake Travis. Hit by Campbell. Ooh, and catches Lake Travis out of position. Cuts it 9-6. Westlake gaining a little steam. But come on, we got to get some energy going. Let's go. Come on. People got to get fired up here in this gym. We're 9-6. 3-point lead. Launches it. Received here by Claymire. Set by Watts. Here comes Erie. Hits it into the net. 10-6. And whenever the Cavaliers need some energy, well, they go out to Lake Erie. 10-6. That is the refreshing waters of Lake Erie, the fountain of youth for this Cavalier team.
The deep, deep fountain of spikes.
10-6 received here. Frederickson here at the net, sets here to the left side. Campbell with a big rip. Hamilton and Erie there to cover, block back, but Tim anticipated again. Erie quickly hit. Erie with the heads-up play. Saw that ball was coming to her. Quickly enough with the spot open at the right back and just jammed it back there. 11-6. Here comes Carson Hempel on the serve down the line here. And it'll be hit by Zervik. Bumped over the ear by Cohen. Hempel sets it here to the outside. Here comes Jams with a tip on over down the line left side. Ellie Turner with a back pass. Campbell with a big rip. Cohen with a pass across the floor. Hempel here on the right side. Hamilton will send it on over. Received by Hashman. Set by Frederickson. Hit off bounce left side off the block. Hamilton there to defend it. But a good hit there by Campbell. 11-7. Cavaliers lead.
Kelsey Cohen on the back line. Libero for the Cavaliers. Consistently delivering amazing digs throughout this entire match.
11-7. Cavaliers lead 4. Here comes Jams. Jams with a touch, middle of the floor, saved from the middle. Westlake scrambling, two-handed punch on over by Hashman, received by Claymire. Erie through the block. Erie is on fire.
Cassidy Erie coming alive in this fourth set. Man, she's getting up off the ground quick like we talked about in pregame. The timing right now of the setter is fantastic.
Bodies all the things that this program is being about. Cassidy Erie with a great performance in a big game tonight. Tipped by Zervik here off the serve from Lake Travis. Hit to Claymire. She's fired.
Nice.
And hits on over. Hits here to the left side. Hashman with a good approach. Sends it deep. Hempel there to cover. Here on the first touch. Bumped here by Hamilton. Hamilton off the block.
Nice
Set
dig
here for
by
the middle. Set here from behind.
Casey.
Cavaliers blocked.
Oh.
Block City. Kristen Claymire and Cassidy Erie.
Goodness.
13-7.
Talk about a great time for a double block on the backside, my friend.
6-point lead. Ellie Turner trying to get out of the way. That's bumped off her right shoulder. The clock is ticking, folks. 14-7.
14-7 now, Mike.
Cavaliers lead.
That ball got all over her. Ace
Rio
off the shoulder.
lasers this one deep middle of the floor. Here comes Hashman on the attack. Good thing up there by Cohen. It doesn't even blink. And we're going to have a double called. But, you know, Cohen right there at cross court, left back. I mean, doesn't even flinch when that ball comes at her anymore. I mean, never probably has, but it's just amazing to see how poised she is.
Ice cold defense back there, Mike.
14-8, Cavaliers on the serve receive. Received by Cohen. Nails pass here to Hempel. Hempel, here's Hamilton, hits it off the left foot here, left side. Passed around, Hashman swings at it. Hempel bumps it in the air. Claymire with a runner. Sends it deep. Oh, my Lord. You cannot stop Kristen Claymire. You can only hope to contain her. (15-8), Cavaliers lead. Here in set number 4, Erie on the serve. Sent by Frederickson, hit by Hashman, blocked, and almost saved there by Claymire. Hamilton and Rudich at the net to cover. And 15-9. 6-point lead for the Cavaliers. Rory Williams back on the serve. Seen a lot of her the last couple of years for this Westlake team, a senior. Here for the Chops, received by Rio, set by Rudich with a smack. Going to Providence College next year, and I mean, it's just. Here's a hot take for Sasha Rudic is very good. She's very good at volleyball. Very good player. 16-9. Received here by Rory Williams. Nice. Abby Watts trying to save that one out. Bobby, I think you still with us here? Are you a little bit shocked right now?
Listen, I am in hog heaven watching volleyball. These girls have put in so much work this season. It's just wonderful to see it pay off.
Rudic! And again, once, twice. Here comes the third. Horizon elevation on the third touch by Westlake. Set by Watts behind. Here comes Maddie off the block, covered by Erie here on the left back side. Big rise up by Perry. Rio there to save the day. Here comes Claymire on the left side, spins it. That did not go off the block. 16-11, point by point. Still Cavaliers lead by 5. And a timeout called.
Yeah, Mike, you mentioned getting into a situation with Westlake where we're down 11 straight times. We lost a big painful one last year. Chuck, what are we doing right now to be up by 5 in the middle of this fourth set?
It is absolutely amazing. After the timeout, Lake Travis closed at 9-6. 11-6, 11-7. I mean, they had a little bit of momentum. But Lake Travis came out and I mean, this sounds so cliche, but Lake Travis will not be denied tonight. They are just truly, everybody's contributing. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 players with at least 1 kill each. And they, at times, you've got certain players stepping up when they need them. And they're not just stepping up one time. They're getting like 2 or 3 points right in a row.
Amen to that.
And helping their team out.
16-1 back here on the serve. Thank you to Chuck Licata, and ace off the serve here by Campbell. And here we go. Cavaliers ahead by 4, but Hashman, on the serve. Hashman sends it at Cohen, diving on the floor, sprawling to get that ball out. Overhanded by Maddie, a bit too strong. Hey, be together.
Hey, here we go.
About togetherness. 16-13. Cavaliers ahead by 3, holding on. Got to find somebody to make a play. Rio set, pass it here to Watts, set, hit by Maddie. Maddie hits a diagonal, high pass. Cavaliers back in position. Hit on the right side. Ooh, everybody diving to save that one. Maddie, Williams, and Cohen nearly colliding.
We need a timeout right now, possibly to get them to just stop the momentum of Westlake. They're clicking on all cylinders. They've got a great.
Come on, we got to go. 16-14, Cavaliers ahead 2. Hottie response, set here by Watts. Here comes Claymire. Oh, Claymire trying to slap it over, stopped by the net. Cavaliers getting their resolve tested, but hey, this is the stuff of legends that makes you good. How do you respond here, LT? Cavaliers lead by 1, received by Cohen. Set here by Watts, hit the outside. Maddie hits it hard, deep. Got it 16-16. Westlake has tied it. It's all right. Got this. 16-16 here in set 4. Comes Ashman on the attack, sends it here to Cohen. Set here by Watts. Rudic hits it on over, covered by Ellie Turner. Hit to the left side. Campbell off the block. Maddie Williams puts it up in the air. Set here to the outside. Claymire with a drop. Everybody converging on the ball. Set up here. Berkeley hits it left. Cohen jumps up in the air to keep it up in the air. Comes Claymire out of feet, strikes it on over.
Yep.
Here comes Rory Williams to the set. Campbell with the hard
nice.
hit. Wheeler with a good pass. Watts sends it straight up in the air. Here comes a pushover
Not a
by
bad tip.
Maddie. Hit on the right side. Berkeley tries to get it through. Watts there in position. A point for Westlake.
All right. Now is when we bury it. Now is when we get into now is where we hold the keep. What I'm seeing right now is Lake Travis tentatively passing, not able to get a set and system, and tentatively swinging.
Come on, 17-16. Cavaliers now down 1 here in set 4. Lead at 2 sets to 1. And that almost gets over the serve. Cavaliers got to find it. You take a breath, you gear it back in, and you just got to believe.
All right, brother, we believe. We believe
Cavaliers here to go.
System pass right now.
18-16. Received here by Cohen, set by Watts. Brudich off the block, and a point for the Cavaliers.
Like we talked about, 4 of our last 6 passes have been out of system, or what the volleyball industry calls a 1.5 2.0 pass, okay? We get a 3 pass right there. That means we have all 3 hitting options. It's good stuff.
And Claymire with a perfect serve off the jump. Thanks, Bobby. For Roy Williams. Burkle sends it deep. Watts with receives a good pass. Hooked over by Rudich. Pass by Ellie Turner. Burkle hits it from the right side off the block. And miscommunication between left back and mid. Point for Westlake, 19-17. Stick together.
Here we go.
19-17 lead. Cavaliers got to find some energy here. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Serves is short. Received by Wheeler. Set. Hit by Rudich. Off the block.
Nice.
Finds the open space on the floor. It ain't going to come easy, but Cavaliers fighting.
Let me tell you something, Mike. I think this team rallies around a player named Cassidy Erie when she's on that front line. I'm anxious to see what happens right now at 18 serving 19.
What a great tandem of middles there for Lake Travis. Cohen on the serve with the left hand, received by Hashman, set here, tipped on over by Servit. Abby Watts trying to hustle for it. Now 20-18. Come on, we got this.
Let's put it away. Go. Let's put it away right now.
20-18. 2-point lead here for the Chaps. Here in set 4. Cavaliers down 2. Here's the serve received by Claymire. Watts trying to keep it up in the air. Champ's going to hit it. Come on. You can see the fear in their eyes right now for the Cavaliers.
That's a good timeout by Coach Bourne. We got to stop that momentum on the Westlake side. We've got to talk to our receiving core, our passing core, about delivering settable balls on the first touch.
I know this has got to be a nerve-wracking experience for this group. You've been wanting to finish off Westlake. You've come close before. And I mean, if you're a senior right now, this is your time. This is your moment. Somebody can raise the energy level of everybody around them. And this gym is just rocking right now. Lake Travis, let's see what you're made of. Give them everything you got. Fans got to get excited here. (18-21), Cavaliers down 3. And we got to believe right here. 18-21, down 3. It'll be Fredrickson off the serve. Good serve sent at Cohen off the platform dick. Here comes Chams. Chams hits it out over. Dug up by Hashman. Passed around by Fredrickson. Campbell lobs it. Received by Wheeler. Set by Watts. Here comes Maddie. Maddie off the block. Maddie off the block. 19-21.
What I love about this Cavalier offense, Mike, is that they will not be denied on the second ball, the third ball. We've had some nice long rallies that Westlake has taken, but when we get our ball in system off that free ball, we are siding out at a very high percentage.
19-21, Cavaliers down 2. Carson Hempel here on the serve here for Lake Travis. 2-point lead for the Chaps. Ooh, high deep serve. Hits it here to the right side, hit on over. Let's serve, saved by Hempel. Erie calls for it, hit by Cohen. Hamilton smacks it over, diving save by Turner. Hit to the left side, Campbell races. Block! Oh! You shall not pass! Oh! You shall not pass! Oh! 21-20. Erie with the swagger and the dagger. Hey, 21-20. Pumped out of the air.
Out of system pass, set by the libero.
And he received by Claymire. Set by Hempel. Here comes Jams. Blocked. Blocked out of bounds.
Yes.
Point for the Cavaliers.
Yes.
Point for the Cavaliers.
Yes.
Tied up at 21.
Yes, Mike, you are seeing the belief back in the lives, in the eyes of this Cavalier team.
21-21, line drive serve, bumped around, hit by Fredrickson here to the left side. Campbell rips it, received by Claymire. Passed around by Cohen here to the left side. Wheeler's going to have to freebie this one short. Zervik passes, bumped up in the air. Kind of mishit, blocked by Erie. Block back, block back, block back. Let's go! Let's go. Wow, what a ball game we got here. Cassidy Erie just lighting the fire here for this Cavalier team.
Oh my goodness. I'm speechless, Mike. I'm watching a kid that I've seen develop over the past year take this game into her own hands and patrol that net like a boss. She is absolutely delivering under pressure right now.
Here we go, 22-21 in the fourth set. Cavaliers lead 2-1 here out of the timeout, trying to take out this Westlake team that has been unbeatable in the past. And Cavaliers fighting with spirit, fighting with heart, and everything they have to try to take this match here for the Cavalier Nation. 22-21, Hempel here on the serve. Carson's tough as nails at her feet. Launches it over, sent middle of the floor by Hashman. Straight up in the air, pass her left side, Campbell the attack, into the net, 23-21. Cavaliers lead by 2 points. And we call ourselves a night here. And here we go. Line drives her, send out Hashman, over pass. Erie calls for it. Set by Hempel. Hit to the right side. Hamilton puts it up in the air. Here on the first touch. Hit on the left side. Campbell hits it, lobs it. Received by Chams. Set by Hempel. Erie slaps it over high to the right side back. Hit on the right side. Popped up in the air by Brockman. Hit again by Wheeler. Wheeler in the sky keeps on turning. Woo!
The Cav Room.
24-21.
The Cav Dome is rocking, Mike. Carson Hempel back to serve.
And here we go, Carson Hempel sends it. Here, 24-21, potential match point. Hit on the left side by Campbell. Game, set, match! Cavaliers win!
Oh,
Cavaliers win!
Gosh!
Cavaliers win! Against Westlake.
Oh,
what a match!
My gosh. Oh.
25-21. Cavaliers win 3-1.
Oh, my goodness. Woo! Chuck Licata calling it like a boss. Fourth set victory. What do you got for us, big man?
Oh, my God. What don't we have for you? A 9-0 run by Westlake puts them up 18-16 in set 4. They're up 21-18, forcing Lake Travis to a timeout. A kill, a block, a kill, a block, and it's 22-21. Westlake takes a timeout, and Campbell's hitting error, like you called it, Bobby. Campbell's hitting error out of the timeout makes it 23-21. And that was it. The momentum was truly back on Lake Travis' side, and they end up winning that one. And another, just not to harp on it too much, but Westlake in 4 sets took 8 timeouts. 6 out of the 8 timeouts, Lake Travis came back and scored the point out of the timeout. Just huge.
Well, Chuck, what that really does is it gives, like we talked about earlier, it gives like a neurological response to a team that is, they know that they've got tough assets to play against this Westlake team. They know they've got a big line to hit across. They know that they have blockers who can block well in the middle and isolate block on the outside.
Right.
Okay? When they come out of the timeout and they lose that point each and every time, they took 8, 9 timeouts. They lost all but one of the points thereafter. Lake Travis did the small things.
Right, exactly.
They had errors, but they did the small things right when they needed to. And like Mike said, you had great players, 2-3 players, step up late in this match.
Oh my God!
Absolutely seal the deal.
Pick one.
Cassie,
everybody picked one.
Kelsey Cohen. Oh, here comes Coach.
All right, hey, we are joined here by head coach Brandis Boren. Coach, I've been here for mostly every LT Westlake game. How does it finally feel to get this off your back now and realize that you guys have really elevated this program?
I'm just so proud of our kids. That was such a well-played match. There was some nerves there.
Yeah.
There was some conversations in that huddle of, it doesn't matter what happened 5 minutes ago. It's what's going to happen the next 5 minutes that's going to matter. And, they just totally stepped up from there. We played as a unit. We played together. Cassidy Erie blocking in the end was phenomenal. But we were also passing money balls, and we were doing things that we could set our middle. So I'm just so proud of our kids. They set their goals at the beginning of the season of winning district. And, they're amazing me every day of just how hard and how their fight is.
And, there were stretches where it was like, this isn't even close. Like, you're taking them out of system. They're really uncomfortable. They're scrambling. And having been on the other side of it, how much does it fulfill your heart right now that the way, not just that you won, but how you played? That was awesome.
It was so awesome. I love these kids. I told them there's nobody that I'd rather go into battle with than these kids, and we have so much chemistry. Doesn't matter who we throw in there. They're like just stepping up, rising up to the occasion, and I'm just so proud of them.
Coach Brandis Bourne, 4th year of the program, beating Westlake tonight, 4-0. Mike Youngblood, Bobby Jones with you here courtside. Just Cassidy. This is the Cassidy Erie game. Everybody played well, but her energy just lifted up everybody, and she's got a little more swagger than I remember ever having. And she
was doing some trash talking through the net. I love it. We try to practice that, but I love it.
Listen, we've talked about Cassidy Erie, Kelsey Cohen digging 13-ish, 16-ish balls tonight that were Division I level, hard-driven balls. How does it make you feel to know that your passing core can just perform under pressure? McKenna, Kelsey, you've got Rio back there, saving balls. Kristen Clayminer digging hard-driven balls. What is that? What difference does that make?
That's what we practiced in the off season. Is we knew that we were going to be really good offensively, but it's how good defensively could we be? Are we going to be scrappy? Are we going to be running into the bleachers? Are we going to be bettering every single ball? Our out-of-system game right now is ridiculous. We are playing some amazing digs, and then we're turning around in the out-of-system and executing on the out-of-system, and that's exactly what you want to see in a great team.
Describe your team's temperament after set 3. So Westlake makes a run. They play great, and one of our 3 keys was knowing when to respond to that. And what was it that you saw out of that team going to that 4th set? Was it just determination, or of going into the 4th? Like, I guess, kind of from your point of view, how did it look?
I feel like 4 years in, I know these kids. I know when they have scared looks in their eyes, but they're acting like they're not scared. I know, when they need a little pep talk, and when they need, I believe you talk.
Yeah. And a kick in the butt sometimes.
And the kick in the butt, exactly, of let's go do this. But, I didn't really need to get onto them in set 4. It was just a refocus time, understanding that we've got to run the middle more. We threw in Carson to run the middle just a little bit more. Kenna did an excellent job today running the pins. We're going to continue to work with Kenna working on the middle sets. But Carson was so money in that 4th set running the middle. And I think that fire just kept us going. And I was really proud of our middle offense.
I think we all want to give a shout out to Keely Hamilton. Happy birthday. And she was just unstoppable. It was like that. That's
great.
One of those all-time Keely Hamilton games that we saw.
Well,
her fire.
She's got a quiet intensity about her. But coach, on the court, you've got 4 hitters that are able to keep the ball in bounds when it counts, keep the ball in system. They're making reads in the air. They're changing shots to tips. How good does it feel from the sideline coaching? Because I've been the captain of that ship before. How good does it feel when the set goes to the outside and we've got a nice roll shot if it's not there, or a great swing off the block? We've got Jams Wheeler just literally shooting high percentage balls constantly that are just hard enough to keep the pressure on. How good does that feel?
It feels so great. And, I say this every day, that I'm glad that they're on our team and that they're not on the other team. But they are executing when it counts. I'm just so proud of our kids. They're working hard in practice, and they're bettering their game every single day. So I'm glad that we're peaking at the right time.
Cavaliers, I mean, this is a big win for you guys, but I imagine as soon as you get home, it's on the buoy. Everybody should enjoy this victory as much as possible. This is a great thing to savor, but, what's your message to the team going into the rest of this week? Hi, Blakely.
Blakely.
Did you watch that one? Did you watch that game? Go Cavs. Still shy. That's all right.
Our talk now is, we refocus on our next opponent. We have some great film on Bowie. We're gonna get into the gym tomorrow, and we're gonna absorb this win tonight. This feels good, But we also know that Bowie is a tough opponent, and they beat Hayes a few weeks back, and we expect that they're gonna bring their A game because everybody plays their hardest against us.
Damn.
Hey, man,
Do you have any more?
Coach, man, I'm proud of you. You held composure.
I tried.
Listen, it was amazing watching both of you guys go back and forth, strategically, classy, across the net, through the players. The players were classy. No arguments with the refs, even though we disagreed with a couple of calls.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing the resilience, I mean, how proud are you to win over the other coach, but really do it through the team and have that we believe kind of that you talked about all season long?
Yeah.
Kind of.
I'm just really happy with the performance. If I were to let my emotions get too high, that doesn't help our team.
Yep.
So I just got to stay calm, even though it's burning and killing me inside.
Yeah.
When we have 15 errors in set 3 like we did. But all in all, a win is a win. And I tell this from the beginning, it doesn't matter if you beat them in 3 or 5. A win is a win, and I'm just so proud of them.
Coach, proud of it. You're an ultimate grinder and worker. You earned this one. Keep this train rolling, whatever it takes.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
Thank you to our sponsors.
Yep, Capital Williams. Not Capital Williams. That is the joint business there between Capital Title and Keller Williams Realty, are our sponsors here of our broadcast. Wow. Waited a long time to get to this point, and, well, it's another step on the journey. It's a great one to have. But, this is just one step of the process that gets you that confidence and keep moving forward. So our next broadcast will be Friday against Bowie. Yeah, Bowie's always been tough. They've been a little up and down this year. They got a good head coach over there and a team that I think plays defensively well. But, boy, you can't deny the Cavaliers, who are just – man,
tonight feels good.
Your heart,
Tonight feels good, Mike. And
you've been here 4 years. You've watched this class grow.
And I learned in the process. Like, I really didn't know volleyball all that well, and each year to try it for when I started hearing that the players were watching the highlights, listening to the games, I said, boy, I got to step it up here if I really want to understand what the heck I'm talking about. And, surround yourself with good people that know stuff too, like that guy over there, Chuck Licata.
Chuck providing all kinds of fantastic tidbits for us all night long. I'm super impressed with this Cavs team. What I've seen in my short tenure on the airwaves is a team that is not scared and unselfish. This team will share the ball. Like Chuck said earlier, there were 7 players on the floor or on the roster with kills. That's an unselfish team that is deep with talent and deep with the we believe attitude.
And it takes time. I mean, it always takes time to for all the great things that you want to have in a program, the player development, just being about the right things. And proud of this team. Man, I wish we could go on with this forever and stay here because this was special. But we're going to have to go back to the Chaps Gym in the second round.
Exactly.
Of district play. They're going to be hungry. They're going to learn. They're probably going to get better throughout this stretch. But, Lake Travis is going to continue to have times to plug up some of the leaks. Still continue to get stronger. And, as Bob, this was a great performance. And when you look at Lake Travis, what is it that you look at still, hey, maybe we can do a little bit better in this area? I don't even know. I can't think of any off the top of my head. My brain is cleared, but...
Hey, this one feels good, man. It's, like I said, I was in the gym last year when Westlake pulled out a close victory in the 5th set. And man, I'm just happy for these kids. You know, I talked a lot about, you know, them coming together as a whole. There was, again, a group of these guys that traveled together a lot, competed together a lot in the beach volleyball circuit this summer. You saw them come back to two-a-days in the fall. August was a grinder, tournament after tournament after tournament after tournament. But what you're seeing is a tapestry of these talents all come together. These guys are good. They're going to be tough to beat. But like you said, we got to go back to Westlake's gym. We got a Bowie squad that is coached by Miguel Saenz.
Yep.
The guy's a veteran, to say the least.
Man, I've watched his teams play. They're good. But, so, I mean, we'll hold on. Where are we at here? I also want to take it again to our slides that we have available. We'll pull up the schedule. If you can see that on your screen there, again, games coming up. Bowie again, that game on the road. Then Lake Travis will host Ann Richards. Then Aikens on the 21st. Then following that, a broadcast will be back Anderson and Austin High on the week of the 25th and the 28th, Tuesday and Friday. So, you know, this is one that you get to go home tonight, go to bed with a smile on your face, and, you know, just keep plugging forward. And like we say again, it's only good if we do it again tomorrow. And if this group continues to work like they have, man, I got nothing less to say. They've left this guy who never stops talking a little bit speechless right now. Wow.
Mike,
wow.
Tonight was amazing, brother. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you.
All right.
So our final of the night, 25-21 in set 4. We had Chuck Licata in the house. Do you, Chuck?
Get in there, Chuck.
You know, I don't think I can really add anything that you guys didn't add. But
Chuck,
it's just,
you can always add a smile, and you can add a positive mental attitude.
You can add a smile and a Coke, right? Yeah, well.
You know, that's and a lot of stats too.
I'll just say this real quick. You know, Coach Warren came here, 4 years ago, I believe it. Yeah, and I saw her at the very first practice to go out and get some social media in the first practice, and you know, I said, what's going to make this year different? And I mean, you can point to the seniors, you can point to the chemistry on the court, but she said it's just a mental change of attitude. And in the pregame, I congratulated and I credited Coach Lara Quente for changing the atmosphere a little bit over there at Westlake. I mean, you know, Al Bennett was a legend, but the last couple of years, and I'll say this to anybody, including Westlake folks, the atmosphere changed. She's come in and she's changed that for the good.
I mean, coaching is hard. I mean,
absolutely.
All respect to Al, but you get in a place for a long time. You know, like my dad ran into it. You run into stagnation points where it's tough. Like you can't find your way over the plateau sometimes.
You know, and good coaches, especially legendary like Al, you just don't know when to hang it up. And there's nothing wrong with that. No. But it was definitely time.
I think his health played a lot of factors.
Yeah, and I was going to say his health certainly, you know, did. And he's going to go down in Texas as one of the greatest coaches to ever coach, you know, volleyball, period.
All good things come to an end. And, you know, like Lake Travis, they kind of had to – it's kind of like surgery. It hurts like first, but you heal over time and you build and you and, like, this is – I mean, LT played great tonight. That's still a really good team on that side of it.
Oh, absolutely.
So
yeah,
they're going to rip through everybody else.
And guess what? The rematch is coming. It's going to be at their place. And don't think they're not going to, you know, Coach Lara Quente is not going to show them this tape before that match and just get them fired up. And it's not going to be hard to do that at all. So.
Yeah, why don't you guys take these chairs? Servant leaders here for Lake Travis.
We need to get going so they can get out of here.
Yeah,
Thank you, brother.
I got to get going. Like, what day is it? Tuesday?
Yeah,
Friday?
It's Tuesday.
What day is it today?
Hey, congrats to both teams. Great match.
That was fun.